tired of that stop and go. The devil told me if you want it, take it, then you break the mold. I took it, yo, but now I can't break his hold. I'm smoking dro, snorting, blowing, fucking different bitches on the road.
Happy Easter, Sunday dinner. We're back. And it's only right that we're resurrected on Easter Sunday. So we got a lot to talk about this week. A lot of shit went down the past 2 weeks. We're only going to glance over a little bit from 2 weeks ago. And a couple things I want to get into about that week. But this week, oh, motherfucker. Woo! Let's get this shit going. I'm just going to bring everybody in right now and let's go. You know him as motherfucking co-creator, co-host, brother, hell of a rapper, a bald-headed nigga with a beard, everything. I don't know what else to say. He's all everything in one package. Syndrome True Show.
Gang, gang in the building. Howdy, folk. Howdy, folk.
Oh, shit.
How are you?
Yeehaw!
I reckon that Sunday dinner is coming to you live and direct. I feel like I'm doing like a little Macho Man Randy Savage. Like it's a little like, you know what I'm saying? Like very Texas wrestling. That shit's crazy, but yeah, howdy, folk.
Put your hands together for Miss Sunday Dinner herself, Bianca Tate.
Bring her on in.
We're just bringing it in. We just bringing it in.
Saddle up and ride. We're back.
We back, bitches. We took a little hiatus.
Oh man, we got
now
some
we're
shit
back.
today, though.
And you know we don't give a fuck about holidays or anything. We podding, you know, whatever. Like one of us could die today, and we gonna pod from the grave. That's just how it is. We got shit to say.
It's kind of sad, though. It's kind of sad.
So much go on.
A little bit. It's a little bit sad.
We're
Why are we just dedicated to this?
So everybody can feel like they're there.
Why are we just dedicated to this? Hey, man. Fuck it, though.
Let's get right into it. We've been gone for a while. Bianca, how was your last 2 weeks?
Hell, like no, but seriously, my kids were on spring break that week. We were off, so you know, children. I got the midday show on 107.3 VIP from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. So that's been going lovely.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I gotta tip my hat to you for that. Yes.
So yeah, check me out on that. Then we also have Behind the Velvet Rope on Thursdays, 10 p.m. until midnight. So check that out as well. Took my kids to go get a little something for this weekend because I had to work and we couldn't do nothing on Easter. Like I usually get like big baskets and do the eggs and stuff, but took them shopping Saturday, worked. They played with their stuff, cooked this morning. Look, I cooked the ham. I did baked macaroni and cheese. I did some green beans, and I did a peach cobbler. Great meal.
And so can anybody get dibs on some peach cobbler? Can you know?
No, that's gone. My children enjoyed their meals today. I got done cooking around 10, so I was just like, look, I got to work from 11 to 7:30. As long as you clean up your mess, I don't care what you do. So yeah, when I came out, the peach cobbler was gone.
Oh shit!
Peach cobbler was gone. Yeah, so.
They took care of it. Polish that off.
You know,
like no parental supervision. We eating all the bullshit.
That's fine. Don't bother me and clean up your mess. Like, you know. I don't want to say easy, but I'm very easy to please. Like, you know, clean up your mess. Don't bother me. So yeah, and then we're back potting. I'm not most women. I'm more like a nigga. But anyway, I'm here potting with you, gentlemen.
We don't believe you. You need more people. Oh Oh shit, man. This is it's good to be back, man. I ain't gonna lie, it's good to be back.
Yes, it is. Yeah, I mean, we almost potted last week. Like we
should have.
we went down to the final moment to where Bianca was like, "We pod." I was like, "All right, we'll pod or whatever." Then everybody left the group chat. Then I'm like, "Are we podding?" And Rome's in bed, Bianca's in bed.
I was
like, we ain't podding. I was like, we ain't podding. I turned right the fuck back over and went back to sleep. And I'm trying to remember why the fuck I was so tired like that though. But no, that was on the heels of, so that was Final Four time, right?
Yes. Well,
yes.
Last Sunday was the women's Final Four.
That was the women's finals.
Yeah, which I do want to get into.
The men's was Monday, yeah. So yeah, fuck white people.
Fuck you, crackety ass crackers.
Whoa.
Go fuck your dogs and your cousins.
Jill Biden is tripping.
No,
Shorty,
that
is tripping.
I wouldn't say she was tripping. She was trying to.
That's lame as hell. I don't want to hear that shit.
Everybody to get along.
No, fuck that. No,
yeah, but
fuck
she didn't. Now check it out. You know why I didn't trip over it? Because that bitch ain't got no say who comes. Her husband get to invite the people. She's just trying to.
I know. So why the fuck she running her mouth? Shut the fuck up. The winners get to come. The winners. That's how it's always been. Why are you trying to make it about that now?
The last time a loser was in the White House, invited to the White House, it was Donald Trump.
The winners come. You don't get to invite the losers to talking about, well, they almost did it. No, damn it. See, that's the generation of participation.
The other teams said no, they didn't want to go. That's not how it goes. You know what I'm saying? So they're not going.
We know she shouldn't have said shit. That looks crazy. You look crazy. Why are you trying to do that? That's not how it's. That's never been how it's been.
She didn't know. She
is a fool for opening her mouth. Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Don't we got that bite?
Everybody plays a fool sometimes.
Shut the fuck up.
Jill Biden.
Shut the fuck up.
No more of your shit, lady.
Shut the fuck up.
No more of your
shit. Fuck her. And the white people who tried to characterize my young black sister who was being competitive like she's supposed to be in the Final Four, and you know how they were presenting it in the media and amongst people, because that's definitely some white people shit. They've been doing that for forever. We know that.
You know,
don't do that with the winner. They won fair and square. Shut the fuck up, white people.
Shut the fuck up.
You know,
fucking mayonnaise eating motherfuckers.
So black folks mayonnaise?
No seasoning your food, face ass motherfucker.
You bland chicken eating fucking colonizers.
Motherfucking cauliflower and fucking raisins and everything, motherfucker.
Hey, you know what's funny?
Cauliflower are good by itself. Raisins are good by themselves.
Hey, you know what's funny though?
Put them in everything.
Hey, shout out to everybody that's discovering us on Twitch. We're shooting to Twitch now, which is new. We actually got a viewer, and imagine people that have never watched us before watching us for the first time. Just going off the first 11 minutes so far, they're like, this guy's saying fuck white people, and I'm pretty sure it's white.
While he has a cowboy hat on, so we don't know if
this could go either way. This could go either way.
No, I don't like when things get characterized in a certain way, especially when it can be among racial lines. And so she just shouldn't have said that. It just makes her look bad. It makes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It really was too much.
Yeah, exactly.
It was an ignorant moment.
So, Rome, how was your last 2 weeks?
It was pretty good. A couple shows last weekend.
That's why you was tired. You were working all last weekend.
I was. No overtime last weekend, but I did go in yesterday. I had to clean some stuff up, and man, sure as shitting, boy. So I'm in the freezer at work because we have a I don't want to call it big. They had a bigger one, but it's a little freezer. And it's at -10 for beer hops.
Okay.
So I'm going in the freezer to clean up the racks of hops and stuff like that. And there was one that I knew it was fucked up. I already went into it knowing it was fucked up, but the pallet that was underneath it had broken when I was pulling it off the truck, and I set it on another pallet. And so it's not up in the rack, it's just sitting there, and I need to, move everything that was on the floor. I needed to move it up and into the racks. Sure as shit, boy, I tried to get under that thing, and because the pallet was so broken, I ended up flipping it up into the bottom two boxes. Now hops, they're like these little pellets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So as soon as you pierce, so I went through the box, and they put them in bags. I went through the box and the bag. So man, fucking hops everywhere, leaking. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to figure out, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to sweep it up because they get everywhere. Sure enough, that's what happened. And so I probably only would have been in there for maybe an hour and a half. It ended up being like 2.5 hours because I had to clean up all of that shit. But other than that, it was cool, went in for a couple hours, and regular work week.
It's been very uneventful. I got a couple investment things and business plans that I'm researching and putting together right now. So that's basically what I spent the last 2 weeks doing for a couple different businesses. God damn. Oh yeah, I forgot there's a party at Rome's house. But it's been slow. My job out here closed. This motherfucker, my boss got a settlement. He got in an accident. He got in a car accident during the pandemic, like right at the beginning of the pandemic, or actually right before the pandemic started. It was like January 2020. He gets in a car accident. So the settlement's been ready for him to get since like 2021, but having to wait for the court date. Like everything was agreed. They just had to wait to the court date for the judge to sign off on it. So this motherfucker get like $110,000 settlement, and it was like, I'm closing shop and moving. What? Like no motherfucking heads up, no nothing. Like he just like he was like, hey, you want to come run one of my smoke shops in Nebraska?
Okay.
What?
Okay.
I'm not going to Nebraska. Like,
what's wrong with Nebraska?
Have you ever been to Nebraska?
No, but what's wrong with Nebraska?
Then. I've been to Nebraska. You don't want to go to Nebraska.
I wanted to go when I was younger, when it was featured in Belly.
For real?
That's reason enough not to go.
Right.
But,
I heard the college campus is lit, though.
If you're in Omaha and you're in Lincoln, it's a totally different story, right? But check it out. So this is what I tell my boss. I'm going to get very political incorrect right now. I'm going to say some derogatory names and stuff. So don't try to cancel me, okay? Viewers out there in viewer land. My boss is...
Yeah, you about to get canceled, dog.
Yeah. My boss, he's Chaldean.
Okay? Wrong one.
My boss is Chaldean. Chaldeans are from northern Iraq. They're Christians. They're not Muslims, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. But he's basically Arabic. You look at him, he's Arabic. Okay. Mm-hmm. He's like our boy Atik. Atik had moved out to Nebraska like 2 years ago, and he opened a couple smoke shops. So, and then my boss like, I'm gonna open up a delivery dispensary. Excuse me? Have you checked out Nebraska's weed laws? Weed's quite frowned upon. It's not California, bro. It's not Nevada. It's not Oregon. It's not Washington. It's not Michigan. It's not Illinois, and all those other states. So I was like, you, a person of color, because you're Arabic, it's worse. You're worse than being a person of color to the police. Okay, you're a terrorist.
Type of
exactly. Okay, so
you're not a black man.
So I was like, has Atik had any problems? He's like, what do you mean? I was like, ask Atik in the last 2 years how many times he's been called a stand there. Ask him. He calls Atik on FaceTime. He asks Atik all these questions. And Atik is like, bro, they're racist. But the money's kind of worth it. I'm like, what? Does that even make sense?
No, that makes absolute sense.
Okay, so he's like, the money's worth it, okay? So Atik works 7 days a week. You know, these guys don't hire anybody because they ain't got nothing to do. They're all about saving money because they're from a war-torn country that they had to flee when they were children, you know what I mean?
Right.
So they just save money. They don't go anywhere. They work open to close 7 days a week. Like my boss, this is the first time he left California, bro, since 2009. What the fuck? So he's been in Nebraska, I guess, like 2 days now. He texted me Happy Easter and everything like that. He's like, I'm going to be setting up shop soon. He's like, it's very bright out here, meaning there's a lot of white people. So we'll see how it goes. Nebraska's not a place that I want to be, and I don't want to work 7 days a week at a smoke shop either. So he's I think he's kind of second guessing himself because he's texted me all day. I didn't hear from this dude for like 2 weeks, and now he's texting me all day. How's it with her? What are you doing for Easter?
Yeah, he trying to cut back now. Fuck that.
I mean, he got the money. It's not like he put the money into anything,
right?
You know, so it's gonna be like, bro, like there's places in America as a minority that you really wouldn't think that you want to move to. Like it's kind of blatant, and he isn't new to America, bro. He came here as he was like 11 when he got here. You know, he got here in like 2008 or something, 2007, 2008. So he's, you know, he grew up here. You know, he's 30 something now. But it's like you don't want to go to Nebraska. You don't want to go to you don't want to go to Mississippi, probably not Arkansas either. You know, like you want to stay away from where the racist white people are, because they're looking for something. Like racist white people in the South are even tired of being racist toward black people. They need a new motherfucking. They need a new fucking group to attack, and now they're just racist towards Democrats. So there's that. But we're gonna see how it goes. Like I told, I wish him the best because he didn't adapt. Like when all the mobile dispensaries start closing up because the state don't want to license them. Everybody else, bro, that's what all the Chaldeans out here did, bro. They're barbers or they have dispensaries, and they all cashed out in the dispensaries, and then they opened up real businesses, you know, like Middle Eastern grocery stores, shit like that, hookah lounges, smoke shops, shit like that. You know, buying into fucking Checkers, or actually it's Rallies on the West Coast now. It's weird because it used to be Rallies in the Midwest.
They changed it, yeah,
and now they switched it.
That's so fucking weird.
So he's like a dinosaur, bro. He didn't want to let go. So it went from him doing 150 orders a day, 200 orders a day, to him doing like 7. Just basically not even really paying the bills like that, you know? So he didn't want to adapt, and he had plenty of chances to. And now he's kind of like, I told him, I was like, hey, I got a place where you could open up a fucking smoke shop. Let's go. And you'll be helping rebuild a city that needs help being rebuilt.
Facts.
I'll go open a smoke shop back home, and I don't even got to work 7 days a week because I'll hire somebody. What the fuck?
What location? Well,
it's not going to be in Valparaiso.
Why would I want it there? I was thinking about the beach or something. Like
a smoke shop at the beach?
Lake Street.
Yeah, boy. Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all know that it is smoke shops in Valpo that probably do very, very well.
Well, yeah, but I'm not gonna be sitting in Valpo all the time. I don't go to Porter County. That's good for you. Open up a smoke shop then. I'm staying out of Porter County. I don't like Porter County.
Really?
I've never had nothing but bad luck in Porter County. I don't want any more bad luck.
Damn, that's crazy. And you're white too. That's fucking weird.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like,
oh man, I ain't gonna lie, I had some good experiences out in Valpo. That Popeyes out there is off the motherfucking chain, boy.
Always fresh. Always fresh.
Yeah. It's a little like I feel more comfortable now going out there. Like, bro, I went out there. I was at Franklin House right around my birthday. Right?
Isn't that a nice spot? That's very nice.
My brother picks me up. Okay, my brother picks me up. When I'm with him, I have no say in what's going on. We're supposed to be going to the strip club. I'm supposed to be going home. I'm supposed to be going to my Cheers. You know what I mean?
Who doesn't have?
We go there for a little bit. And then
sometimes you wanna go.
Yeah.
Right. That's crazy, boy.
So shout out to Bob. Shout out to motherfucking Chucky. Shout out to fucking Crystal, Madison, fucking, and all these other motherfuckers that do, and all the old school. Like during the pandemic, right before the VU shut down, right before the pandemic hit, it was live. It was, we had the summer of 2019 and December and January 2020. It was just like a magical experience. Okay. It was just fucking living in the moment of straight partying. Like, I live my life like a fucking frat boy, all right? And which is kind of, it's sad. It's sad for me because I didn't think I'd still be living my life as a frat boy at my age. Now, people my age are like, you're living the dream. And I'm like, bro, this is fucking tiring, bro. Like, so I don't do it all the time now. You know, I'll fucking go fucking 3, 4, 5 months without any drinking at all. And then I'll go for a month and a half hard as fuck. But on the days I drink, I don't take my medication. So my medication kind of counteracts with the alcohol. So I don't take it. So that's why my
man, we don't need you fucked up from that shit, man.
I don't sporadically drink. Like when I drink, it's like planned out. Like if I'm gonna go up to LA, like I'm like, okay, this is my boy's schedule. I know he don't got his kid on this weekend, so I'm probably gonna go up to LA. Thursday, I'm gonna take my medication, then I'm not gonna take it after Thursday. Friday, I'm not gonna take it, and then I usually leave Saturday morning to go up there. So by time, you know, I don't gotta worry about no interaction, whatever. Then I go and I drink hard. I'm a social drinker. I can't drink at home. I can have a bottle on the counter or on the bar or whatever at the crib, and it could be there for a year and a half because I can't drink at home. To me, it's weird. It's like, unless you're like having a little party or something. I was like, who drinks a fucking case of beer while they're just sitting at their fucking house? Fucking, like, what the fuck? So you don't sit there and put out a fucking 24 pack though. Fucking when you get from when you get off work to the time you get off. See, like, bro,
I'm not like country alcoholic, but like I've sat here on this podcast and drink. Now,
well, that's different.
Floyd's beers ain't but I drank a whole 6-pack though.
Yeah.
Floyd.
I grew up around alcoholics, bro. My uncle worked midnights, right? He would get off at 7:00 in the morning, be home and showered by 8:00, eating some dinner, which was dinner from the night before. And then he would drink, bro, a warm 24 pack of fucking old style, bro, every fucking day from the time he got home to the time he went to sleep.
A savage.
So from 8:00 in the morning till fucking about 1:00 in the afternoon, bro, he would drink a whole fucking case. And he did it, bro, like no bullshit for like 22 years. Then all of a sudden, boom, he's got alcohol poisoning for the first time ever on a regular day. Goes in, he had 17% of his liver that was functioning.
Damn.
Quit drinking right away. They cut a third of the liver, started regenerating itself after a couple years, and he never drank again. So my dad used to be at the crib getting drunk so much that he'd fucking go in a random room, think it was the bathroom, and just fucking piss in a dresser drawer. Like
I just saw that on Succession today.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like, it was my dresser drawer.
You get pissed all over your shit. That's messed up,
bro.
Man.
So I'm not
hey, your uncle is a savage. Old style. Yo, old style is one of.
Shout out to all the kid parties I used to go to. The only beer that was in the cooler.
And before Old Style, and bro, he passed in like 2000 and
poison.
Probably passed in like 2009. No, it was later now. It was later than that. It was probably like 2011, 2012. So he passes. And before Old Style, bro, it was Strohs. And this was before they had the top. This is what you had the top. You just peeled the whole thing off.
Yes, it was Strohs before that. But Old Style.
Old Style came
utterly deplorable, and he's drinking a rack of them bitches too.
Yeah, I'm a social drinker.
He's a savage.
Like anybody that's been out in any type of setting with me, I'm a social drinker. I'll be there for 2.5 hours, but I'm about to have 11 drinks. We getting it in. Okay. Ask Rome. He been there. Ask Bruce. One time Bruce was trying to hide from me. I was like, it's shot time, Bruce.
Bill kept getting shots. We were doing Vegas bombs.
We probably did like 7 or 8 of them.
Wow.
I was drunk.
We were fucked up. It was a good night, though. It was at the first ever Rhyme Fest. Rhyme Fest Volume 3. 3 coming soon.
It is. The 23rd. Cliff, India be there, and the Smorgasbord guys. Just One, Reckless Rod, Peter Villain. Yeah, this motherfucker comes in. He heard.
Shout to Cliff. So my week was the kid's been on spring break. He's in high school, he's a sophomore. They give these kids fucking 2 weeks of spring break. He just finished his first week.
He gets
nothing. Not fair.
It's 2 weeks.
Not fair.
Oh, 2 weeks. And you know what he did this week? He didn't do shit, bro. He played video games and slept, which is cool, but I gotta go in his room like 3 times a day, be like, bro, you gonna eat? Like, you want some food, bro? He's like, oh no, I'm not hungry. I'm like, bro, you just went like fucking 25 hours without anything. Like, you gotta be hungry.
How old is he?
16.
He know when he know how to get something to eat. He know how to get something to eat.
I'm like, bro, I know he does, but I'm like, you don't want anything? I was like, I bought some s'mores cereal. Like, what's so? But then he
that's odd though. When I was 16, I was trying to house some shit.
Yeah, I was cooking. I
was cooking some shit. I was fucking housing some shit. Bro, I used to go to Taco Bell and order the taco case for myself.
Kids nowadays are different. See, but he basically took last week off because he plays volleyball. He's on the varsity volleyball team, and men's volleyball is very popular in California, bro.
Yeah, it's competitive.
Every high school has a team,
and they go to the beach and do that shit too, right?
Yeah, the beach. Yeah. So fucking their teams tied for first in league play and shit like that. So they didn't have nothing last week, but this week they got practice every day. They got like 2 tournaments, 2 games, all types of shit. So he's like, I'm resting. I'm like, bro, how much do you got to rest? He's been resting a lot. And then just got ready for fucking. No.
Damn.
Got rested. I got just ready for the week, man. Fucking ready for Easter. Fucking happy Easter, everybody. Fucking all that good
happy
shit.
Easter. Yeah, nigga. Nigga. Chicago, nigga.
I was with the fam and shit. Fucking if you're on my Snapchat, you know I'm an asshole. We did the egg hiding the egg hunt. I hid all the eggs hard as shit. Like, you guys got to earn finding these eggs because all the kids involved. Daughter 22, kids 16, nieces and nephews all in their teens, in college, shit. All these people looking for eggs. No, I ain't just putting an egg on the fucking grass. Nope.
Damn, you're supposed to give some freebies away though, but
yeah, the freebies are for my niece. That's like 4.
Good for her.
Not for the older ones. So there was a bunch of pink eggs, and the neighbor got like a tree with pink flowers budding on the tree. So I got on the fence that the tree's hanging over. Like everybody thought they found everything. I was like, y'all motherfuckers slow as shit.
That's cute. That's all there is dog shit around my building. Like nobody picks up the dog shit. So it's impossible. Like, why would I want to put eggs out there? Like, you gotta come back in my house.
Can't do that.
Sorry. You better take.
You can't do that.
You better take.
Yeah, but Easter. It was Easter. Fucking. That's about it. I didn't fucking. Just working on the next shit. But you guys know what time it is right now. It's about time to get into the bullshit. So grab your motherfucking plates. It's time for Sunday dinner.
Yeah.
And the moment a lot of people have been waiting for since 2016. Donald Trump has been the first president in the history of the United States of America to be indicted. Not only has he been indicted, he's been indicted on 34 felony counts. Holy shit.
Yeah, the feds ran it up on Buddy.
Yeah, the feds is coming. They're like, we actually wasn't even the feds. It's the Manhattan fucking district attorney.
Hey, sis. Hey, sis.
The Manhattan DA. I thought he was
His name's Alvin Bragg. Calm down there, Bianca. What the hell you?
Where's that lady go?
She's in Georgia.
He got some down in Georgia too?
No.
No, it's for
you talking about Stormy Daniels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I thought you were talking about
That's what a lot of it was about, right? And the documents too, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this indictment basically is coming from the hush money to Stormy Daniels. Now, why? Here's the thing: everybody's like, "Oh, this, oh that." Bill Clinton paid off fucking old girl for this. Like, why didn't he get indicted? Why didn't blah 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 blah? You know, Trump fucking the people that Trump suck Trump's dick cry about everything. They'd be like, for Hillary, they'd be like, lock her up with no proof of nothing. And then he gets locked up with proof. They'll be like, hey, this some bullshit, buddy. Why you got my friend in jail? They don't even know this motherfucker. So anyway, here's the thing. Why you could pay hush money to anybody. You know, while it's not illegal, there's a fine line between blackmail. So you can't be like, yo, take this money and I won't do this shit to you. You just gotta be like, just take this money. He did that, but he did it with campaign money. So that's one fucking, you're breaking the campaign finance law. That's one thing right there, okay? And then he covers it up to say it was legal fees for the campaign. It's legal fees. And now check this out. This how anybody who's magtards will want to argue with you that Trump is such a savvy businessman, all this and all that. The truth of the matter is he's not. He's filed bankruptcy numerous times, not because he's bad with money, but he does it so he don't have to pay the minority fucking businesses that he hires to construct and do construction in his buildings. He don't want to pay him at all. So he files bankruptcy and he don't pay him. He goes to court, and then when he does have to pay him, he pays him pennies on the dollar. So anyway, that's just one reason why he's a piece of shit. Whatever. So he bankrupted a fucking casino. A place that literally damn near prints money. How do you bankrupt a fucking casino? He fucked Gary and he fucked Gary over. Made all types of promises when we gave him a casino. Fucked us over.
That
sold it left.
Pageant. Had that pageant downtown. Mm-hmm.
Brought all those fine bitches to Gary, like, hey, give me a bunch of tax breaks. And as soon as those tax breaks was over, he sold and left. Yeah. Empty promises. So anyway, in his mind, he didn't do anything wrong because he legitimately thinks, because his attorney, Michael Cohen, gave the money to Stormy Daniels. So he paid a legal fee. But that's not how it really goes. That's not how it works in the real world. So that's the first basis of the indictment, you know. So we could go through this whole fucking indictment and all 34 counts, but we're not going to because this is a fucking shit. So it's falsifying business records in the first degree. Okay. So there's all types of counts, you know, third count, fourth count, fifth count, sixth count. Now here's the thing. Like there's 34 fucking counts, guys. There's all types of them. And this is a grand jury thing, you know. So this was the district attorney gathering up all this information.
Yeah.
Assembling a grand jury, giving all this information to the grand jury and letting them read through it and seeing what they want to do. And all of them were like off with his head.
And most of the counts are falsifying documents. Yeah.
Yeah. In the first degree. Now, which usually is not a felony. It has to be involved in another crime also. A felony crime has to be committed while doing that to have this first one elevated to a felony. But they haven't released that one yet, and they don't have to, because they don't have to release it till discovery. And his next court date is in December. He's already tried to get it. So he didn't have to attend or anything. The judge was like, no, bro, fuck off. You got to be here. So basically, here's what it is. It all has to do with check numbers. Like look at this. The 27th count is for falsifying a business record with it's a voucher number. Here's the voucher number for it. It's voucher number 872654. Whatever that voucher number was. He paid something he wasn't supposed to pay, or he lied about what he really paid for. Then there's the 28th count is a check number. You know, so it all falls back into the Trump organization. So I'm very interested in seeing what the second count is going to be. And I already know how this is going to go. You know, it's just because I didn't graduate law school don't mean I don't know. I can't see how the outcomes. I can't see the outcome, but I'm seeing the roadmap. What his roadmap of what his defense is going to do. The first thing they're going to do, if they haven't done it already, and it just hasn't been announced because it's the holiday weekend and it wouldn't be announced till Tuesday filing anyway. Even if they filed it Thursday or Friday, they want a motion to dismiss on grounds that statute of limitations is up. But it's probably not going to be upheld because statute of limitations, I think, is 3 years for this particular crime. But it only applies to you if you continuously live in New York, which he didn't, because he lived in Washington, D.C. from 2016 to 2020. He was in D.C. And in that 4 years that he was in D.C., he knew he couldn't go back to New York, because New York's been gathering all this shit up the last 4 or 5 years. They've been, and this is just a tip of the iceberg. Like this indictment, even if he gets a bunch of this shit thrown out, because it's up to his defense to prove that none of this shit was falsified, which we know at least one of them was. So that one falsification for the Stormy Daniels thing got them looking through everything. So if you're falsifying one thing, there's probably more things you're falsifying. It might not be hush money to a fucking ex-stripper porn star. Who knows what it might be for. Well, eventually we're going to find out, because now that they got the check numbers, they subpoena the banking records and they know who those checks are going to. I don't know exactly how they could trace the vouchers, because I don't know what kind of vouchers they were or where the vouchers came from. So, but the vouchers all from the trust. So this is just tip of the iceberg. He's about to get hit in 3 other areas. I don't know exactly how the dominoes are going to fall and how he's going to get hit with them per se, but Georgia's probably going to be next. And Georgia's right now building a RICO case like they did against Young Thug against Trump. There's phone records of Trump telling the elections the head of elections for the state, telling them you need to change the outcome. So I went Georgia. I don't know what you got to do, but you got to do it. Like this, there's correspondence of this.
What?
Yeah, that it's been known. Like it's
so is this is in the RICO though, right?
It's what it's going to be included to the RICO they're trying to build.
Okay, but he already got indicted though, right?
In New York State.
Okay, right. Okay,
the New York thing is a state thing.
It's still coming down on the other end too.
The Georgia thing is going to be a state thing.
Yeah, that's
Florida
state.
And I believe it's Florida where let's not forget that he's in an ongoing fucking court case where he was named a fucking defendant in raping a 13-year-old girl.
Facts. Yep. That's with Buddy from Florida. Weirdo. Yeah. Then he also it's something about Epstein, a minor too, right? Ain't he getting that Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein?
Yeah. I don't know
some of it because it's because something to do with that boat that they had.
I know. I forget the lady's name, and I don't really want to bring any more attention to her. Yeah, she's probably tired of it. But yeah, so he has a Georgia thing, which is going to be a state thing, and it's looking like it may be a RICO. And Georgia don't play with RICOs as we've seen with Young Thug. So we might see this motherfucker. There is a good chance that we see a fucking former U.S. president behind bars, like for real, like sitting there waiting for trial.
That'd be crazy.
So he has the Georgia shit looming. He has the Florida fucking shit looming. And guess who's coming up as a cleanup hitter? The Department of Justice for January 6th. Because guess who's about to go testify before the committee? Mike Pence.
And Mikey is an honest man, okay? He is an honest man. He is going to do right. You know what I'm saying? He's a man of integrity.
He's honest, God-fearing man who thinks that a fucking electrocution to your head will make you stop being gay.
But I'm just saying, I don't think he's going to say anything to make
that's not scientifically proven. That's not scientifically proven. There's no science behind that.
No, they really tried to do that shit. They're still Christian.
Did it work though?
No, they just fuck people up even worse. They're still
they do that for like mental patients, right?
Back in the day they did.
Back in the day.
Yeah, that's outlawed now. That's been outlawed.
Like I don't know.
They're still check it out.
It's gay diagnosable.
I mean, if you're fucking
let me stop.
That's a diagnosis, bro.
Let me stop, dog. I got on this red cowboy hat, dog. I'm looking crazy right now.
And you wearing red, white, and blue.
Old top road ass looking motherfucker.
Gosh darn it! Tired of these. God darn.
Darth Brooks looking ass.
It was gonna go there too.
No, but yeah.
Fancy boy.
Mike Pence is not the. Mike Pence ain't the one to sit there and lie. Like he takes the oath serious. Like this guy's gonna be like, this motherfucker wanted to fucking. He wanted to be president forever. This motherfucker wants his brain inside a robot and be president till the world ends. Like it's just gonna get real for him. And he looks bad. Do you see what this like? Trump always looks bad. Like he really looks like a Oompa Loompa for real. But
like his money ain't clear. Like
but even though he's usually orange, his orange even looks pale.
I mean, of course he's under a lot of stress.
Definitely a lot of stress.
I'm sure he ain't been golfing.
He's golfing. Hey, he was at fucking UFC this weekend. So Trump got indicted. I don't.
That's bad. That's bad for their brand.
Yeah, I don't want to spend too much time on Trump just because we're going to be talking about him throughout the year because Georgia's coming up. Like Georgia's going to come up quick. Okay, it's going to come up real quick, and it's going to punch him in the fucking face, bro, like a sucker punch. It's like getting a sucker punch in the face and the dick at the same time. But Trump, they got to lift his fupa up to punch him in the dick. Yeah, so he got a lot of shit. We'll see how it plays out. I don't see all 34. I mean, his best bet is to make a deal. Like, really. I mean, New York, if he would get convicted on all 34 counts, he's doing like 136 years in prison. Like on Rikers Island. Can you imagine Trump on Rikers Island?
Would he be in solitary confinement, or he would have to be like? Is it something different because it's a white collar crime?
Oh no, it's up to New York. New York ain't gonna do anything nice for him. They send him to Rikers. They'll probably put him in. They'll put him in fucking solitary. You imagine him in solitary confinement?
That man ain't
talking to himself. So he might kill himself. Who knows what he's gonna fucking
do.
But I don't see all these indictments fucking. I don't think there's no way he's getting convicted of 34 fucking all 34 of them. Especially if it comes down to a conviction, he's gonna wheel and deal. You know, he's not gonna, he's gonna, let's see what kind of businessman he is. Can you imagine being his lawyer? You're trying to come up with some kind of game plan for the case, and he's probably like fucking over your shoulder, like, what about this? What about this? Why don't I just go on TV and say something? And the lawyer's just like, but him and Rudy Giuliani been talking, and I think it's about Georgia, so we'll see what happens. But it's the first time in history that he is that former U.S. president has been indicted on criminal charges. So, yay Trump, I guess. Whatever, yay! I don't got no fucking applause shit. Okay, I guess not. So yeah, that's that. So Trump got indicted. That was kind of fucking and leading into our next segment, Trump got indicted, but he's out. Fucking UFC, whatever it was this weekend, 287 or something, was in Miami, Florida this past week. Last night, I was like this weekend. It was last night. I watched some of it on TikTok because motherfuckers just be going live. Hey, watch the fight. Okay. He's there with Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is like one of the only people that could just. Mike Tyson and Dennis Rodman could hang out with anybody and nobody's gonna care.
Yeah.
It's like that one dude in the hood that could go hang out with the folks and the kings and the vice lords and the white people in St. John. But so you got
That's
Tyson,
true.
you got Mike Tyson, you got Donald Trump, Dana White, and then fucking Kid Rock, which brings me to
that's bad.
Kid Rock
That's
was really
there.
mad this week. Kid Rock was really mad this week, and we'll get into why he was mad. Kid Rock was mad because fucking Bud Light decided to go into an advertising partnership with a transgender TikTok star. I forget his name, and I probably wouldn't pronounce his last name right anyway. But I'm going to bring up this shit because I know once you Google Kid Rock, it's all going to come up because what else is fucking somebody talking about Kid Rock about? Let's see. He decided to shoot up a bunch of fucking Bud Light cans because fucking that's what white people do. White people are the weirdest fucking race of people ever. Like when white people get mad and want to boycott something, they go spend a bunch of money on the stuff they're trying to boycott so they can
and then do some other ass shit.
Wasting the shit that they just bought. I'm gonna burn a Colin Kaepernick jersey I paid $120 for because he didn't want to stand for the national anthem. What the fuck?
That shit crazy.
So
niggas shot beer cans.
Yeah, well, I'm about to play this video, bro. Check this shit out. This shit's hilarious, bro. I got all types of Kid Rock shit to go off about right now because Kid Rock's a fucking idiot. So let's go to it right here. Kid Rock says, "Fuck Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch." Right? You see this motherfucker MAGA hat? He got to have that MAGA hat. The fuck. So let's see here. Play this for our viewing public. Check it out, guys.
Grandpa is feeling a little frisky today. Let me say something to all you and be as clear and concise as possible.
What?
Fuck Bud Light. Fuck Anheuser-Busch. Have a terrific day.
He sounded like he should have had my cowboy hat on.
Oh yeah. Now check this out. Check this out. Hold on. I got something else. Check this out. Now Kid Rock has we've talked about culture vultures on this show before. We've talked about it a lot. And it's talked about all over in our culture. And it's a fine line now because the way that the culture has grown in the last 50 years, it's not all inclusive to the Black and Hispanic communities that created it. It's become a global thing that has touched every fucking continent of this fucking earth. So while there's definitely some culture vultures, there's a lot of misconception about Kid Rock because once people start digging into his background, they see that he comes from a very upper middle class fucking upbringing because his dad owned a fucking car dealership. So, but what they don't know is that didn't help him in any way because his dad hated fucking rap and he had to like leave his house, fucking go live in like inner city Detroit and actually like fight for it. But soon as he made a bunch of money and sold out, he went back. He became a fucking MAGA dick sucking racist. Like, holy shit. So he's mad right now. You know, look, why they doing this? It all started because Bud Light did this shit. Do you know his name, Bianca? What was it? David something? The TikTok star? You're muted. What are you muted for? I can't unmute you because you muted yourself. So anyway, hold on. TikTok. I gotta know this name. TikTok Bud Light guy. What the fuck?
TikTok Bud Light guy.
Or whatever. I don't. That's what I figured. His name Bud Light. Bud Light. Let's see what pops up. Okay, Dylan Mulvaney. Okay, Dylan Mulvaney is his name. Okay, her name. Sorry, I don't know the whole story. Transgender. I don't know if it was a woman transitioning to a man or a man transitioning to a woman. But Dylan Mulvaney. Okay, Mulvaney. Sorry, Mulvaney. So Bud Light goes into partnership with this TikTok star, because literally a fucking TikTok star, and they put the face on a can, and they put rainbows on a can. Whatever his name is, fuckface is mad. Now check this out. I'm gonna show you a picture from before he became a racist fucking MAGA guy. And this is probably right around the height of his whatever you want to call it, right? Here he is. Hey, you can't make this shit up. And everything on the internet lives forever. So you better watch what you do and all types of shit, okay? Check this shit out. This shit's fucking awesome. There we go. Boom. Drinking Bud Light with the drag queen.
I mean,
and it turns out this is an event that they were doing together, so he knew about it and all that shit, you know. So
he could have been drunk or high. He doesn't remember.
So Travis Tritt. You guys remember Travis Tritt? Does anybody out there watching know who Travis Tritt is? He's a fucking washed up country star who used to wear very fucking feminine outfits, spandex tight with little fringe all over the place. As early as, well, I don't want to say as early, but in the 90s. So he also, all types of people were fucking boycott Bud Light now, and they're like, I'm gonna boycott Anheuser-Busch. Guess who? Anheuser-Busch owns all types of beers, and this guy's like, fuck Anheuser-Busch, and he drinks a Corona that Anheuser-Busch owns. Then he's like, I'm gonna drink Coors Light. Kid Rock. Kid Rock is like, I'm gonna drink Coors Light. Guess what? Coors Light got a whole website that's all rainbowed. Coors Light is the first fucking American liquor maker or spirits company to partner up with the LGBT community. And that was back in the 80s. Oh no, 1976. They made it an all-inclusive company. One of the first companies in America with all anti-discrimination fucking hiring practices. So, and like I scroll through Facebook and I see people posting. I think they're talking about Power. I don't watch Power. So, is there a lot of gay stuff going on Power?
On P Valley, but I don't think that's on.
No, of course, on Power too.
So
really,
I'm tired of people complaining about seeing gay stuff on TV. Like, you gotta get used to it. It's not going anywhere. And the gay dollar is very fucking strong. Like, it's an inclusion thing. Like, gay people watch TV, so they have to advertise the gay people. You know? Guess what? Once aliens decide to make themselves known and we're chilling with the aliens, they're gonna be alien. They're gonna be alien porn too. You guys gonna get mad at the aliens?
There already is.
I don't want to see them fucking another alien in the gills. Then don't turn it on. What the fuck? But the truth of the matter is, gay people are all around us. Like they think that all the gay people want to fuck them. What the fuck? How do you know that you're that man's type?
That's because it's something within themselves that they cannot express. So they see them and are quick to say, you know. It's just
well, I don't necessarily want to, because you're right. You're right. That is a reality, Bianca.
Keep going. I'll be right back.
You're right. Some of those are repressed men. You know what I'm saying? But some of it got to be rooted in. You know, I just don't. I prefer not to see that. That's it.
And I agreed.
I think that's okay, but I feel like complaining about it on TV is, first off, it's worthless. Unless you're in Hollywood making the rules, hey, bro, this is how it's gonna be.
Okay.
Really, how it's been. It's just,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's just more acceptable now. The envelope has been pushed, so let it.
Everybody has a wave. The black woman had a wave. The Latina woman had a wave. The black man had a wave. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just waving. You know?
Yeah, and it's like, and it is a lot of what you would call minorities that are making posts like this too. It's like, you fought for how long to be included? You know, it's a subset to them, and then what do you and it's even harder for minority, you know,
well, that would be the only contention as far as being a minority is concerned, is that damn, it took them a lot faster to get, you know what I'm saying, some sort of equality, or, you know, we had to go through more than they did. That would be the only, and it seems like, you know, there's more money behind, you know, those causes, and there's
going to be a member of the community that's going to argue with, they've been going through it just as long as you, or longer, because they've had to be in a closet from the beginning.
Indeed.
But the time frame of it, bro, slavery can't exist today because it'd be all over the TV and everybody would be like, can't do that.
I disagree. You know? I feel like there's still slavery.
Well, I'm talking about in America.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You know, yeah, maybe third world countries and shit like that. But no, it'd be like, you can't do that, you know? So it's just in the blip of time of when these things are happening, everything gets accepted quicker, you know? Imagine what would happen if schools were getting shot up like they do now in the fucking 40s and 50s. They would have changed the laws. So it's now there's more people. It's more how do I get rid of this guy? It's weird that things that could grow faster now and things that will just be like, no, like this ain't gonna work. Oh, it's on Twitch. What the hell? Why can't I take it away?
Here's a question about like you mentioned the guns and school shootings and stuff. What's preventing lawmakers from actually like doing something, the NRA or just money in general?
That comes with it though. Yeah, and that comes with it. If
here's the thing.
So one thing as far as the money though is so say I'm a representative or whatever, and I go against some of the freedom to hold a gun laws. The NRA will sponsor or put money behind a candidate who is more in favor of them. You know what I'm saying? And that won't be able to come, like, they got a lot of money, so it'll be able to overrun you.
And what it comes down to is, while the Constitution says yes, Second Amendment says yes, we have the right to bear arms, which we should. But it's a state issue. Each state gets to govern all their little intricacies into the law. Like in Indiana, now you don't even need a permit to carry a gun, even concealed. You can just carry a fucking gun. Some states, and in California, it's up to the county. It's up to the individual county. Like in LA, LA is probably the most populous county. LA County is probably the most populous county in the country, and there's under 1,000 concealed carry permits issued, like total, because
and they're punitive against gun violence as well.
Yes, so it's all
much
up to
heavier
state.
than
Florida. Just
you can't get caught with one. You can't get caught with an illegal one. You go to wait for longer. You know what I'm saying? All of that type of shit.
I had a gun permit for work out here, and even after I got off work, I had to fucking separate the mag from the gun. I had to have it in the trunk in a locked case. Because even though I carried a gun for work, they still wouldn't give me a concealed carry permit at that time because the sheriff out here was basically, you had to prove your life was in danger, which got struck down because they took it to the fucking Ninth Circuit Court and all that shit. They're like, no, that's the Second Amendment. But here's the thing. Since it's up to the states, now there's some states that don't give a fuck how many kids are killed, as we've seen with Tennessee this week. Okay? They don't fucking care. It's going to take until all these old white men die off before any fucking changes are made.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it's probably going to get worse before it gets better. And the fucked up thing is, we've been saying that since Columbine.
You know what? When that shooting happened in Nashville, I asked my son, I said, do you all have safety drills? And he said, yeah. And I'm like, well, what kind did you have? He was like, they do fire, tornado. And he said lockdown. So I'm like, well, what the hell is a lockdown? If any threat to the whatever, they have to, do whatever. And I'm just like, geez, like I never experienced that. You know what I'm saying? All we had were tornado drills and fire drills. Now these kids are really preparing themselves for that. That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
We do active shooter at work. We do active shooter training at work. And it's been now the last 3 companies. So that would have been in the last at least 4 years. Yeah, all of them. As part of orientation. I've had a few jobs. As part of orientation, one of them is active shooting drills, and I have or not drills, but training. And I've had to do it multiple times at Floyd's now. So they update it every year.
Okay.
Yeah, it's that's very scary though. Damn, we used to prepare for natural disasters. Now we preparing for human catastrophes.
Yeah.
Craziness, yo.
Yeah.
That's
So
messed up.
in Tennessee, what was it? Last week there was a mass shooting, or was it 2 weeks ago now?
2 weeks ago for the shooting.
2 weeks.
Okay, so 2 weeks ago there was a shooting at it was a Christian school, private school, and there was another shooting. Okay, so what happened was a bunch of students decided to march in Tennessee at the Capitol. Well, it was at the Capitol, I'm pretty sure. So, and what happened was 3 representatives from Tennessee, from around Tennessee, came. Well, not really. They're all big fucking cities. Fucking Justin Jones, a Democrat rep from Nashville. Justin Pearson, a Democrat rep from Memphis, and Gloria Johnson, a Democrat rep from Knoxville. Okay, which are the 3 biggest cities in fucking
in Tennessee.
So what happens was they go and they march with these students. They want change too, because it's always the Democrats that want some type of change, and it's always the fucking Republicans that are embedded with the NRA. I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, motherfucking independent, fucking whatever. Like it's the facts are plain and simple. The gun legislation that's been introduced over the past 35 years to enforce more things, that it's not taking your guns away or anything. They're not coming to knock on your door. Nothing like that's ever been fucking filed. There might be some fucking little fucking rep or state senator in some rinky-dink town somewhere that's like, I don't want no guns here or some shit. But other than that, no. But there has to be some type of changes done. Like this can't keep happening. Like the number one killer of kids is fucking gun deaths now. Like for real. Like what?
Yeah.
Why do 3,000 kids get killed by guns? I mean, I'm sure there's higher, but no. So what happened was we're gonna go with Justin Jones first. So these guys, Justin Jones, Justin Pearson, and Gloria Johnson, they march with the kids. And then they have a big old meeting in the chambers where all the reps from fucking Tennessee gather. They take breaks from fucking their cousins and all that shit, and they come together so they could fucking discipline these 3 lawmakers, okay?
What they do to them.
For marching with these kids, okay? So Justin Jones gets to speak before he gets expelled. All three are up for expulsion. Okay, they vote both Justins out, who both happen to be people of color, and they didn't vote to expel fucking Gloria Jackson. Which, when you hear the name, you think it's probably an old black lady. It's an old white lady that looked like a big toe.
About one vote.
Yeah, so she stays. And then Mr. Pearson, Rep. Pearson, is going to be back in. They're going to expel him, but he gets back in because the Memphis Council is going to vote to put him back in. But guess what? The state's like, hey, National Council, if you fucking put him back in, we're going to start holding funding from you. Excuse me? You're going to take away more school fucking funding and shit like that to a school system that needs more funding?
That's wild as hell.
And who's doing it? The fucking Republicans, okay? From here on out, I'm going to refer to the Republicans as fucking cousin fuckers, okay? They're going to be the fucking cousin fuckers because they're active.
They have a super majority too, right?
In Tennessee, yeah. Oh yeah, big one. Hold on, I'm finding Justin Jones.
So
I'm gonna play Justin Jones' speech.
I want to play this. I want to play this out a little bit too, though. So we have 3 high-powered reps, or at least you could say, because they're from the 3 major cities in Tennessee, right?
The people wanted them to represent.
They're right. They're high profile. They've been elected. So that plays out again.
And Pearson, I'm pretty sure Pearson and Jones aren't the fucking only reps. Because, you know, Nashville and Memphis are so big, they might have a couple reps for each city.
Right, So, but they're
reps are probably
profile.
for the rich parts.
Yeah. They're high profile, though, because they're from each of the major cities. So high profile reps going up against the Republican supermajority that's in Congress in Tennessee. All right, go.
All right, now I'm gonna play Justin Jones and Justin Pearson. Justin Jones gave a good speech and makes you think. Listen to his speech, and we'll talk about after it. But Justin Pearson gave one of the strongest speeches I've ever heard in my entire life.
Of all time.
And even the way he's talking invokes fucking thought to Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, you know? So here's Justin Jones. Here's his speech that he gave to all the other reps before they voted to expel him. Okay? I'll play this for you guys right quick. No, that is not what I'm doing. That's not the right button. Here we go. Boom. C-SPAN. Shout out to C-SPAN. Oh, man. Hold on, guys. That's like the whole 25-minute proceeding. We ain't watching all that. Hold on. Let me get one that's not fucking 17 fucking minutes long. But it is a long one. It is a long one. But I want to get the gist of it because he says some pretty good shit and it makes you think. I mean, I could fast forward through shit if I have to. Hold on. YouTube ads. All right, let's see. Let's get this shit going here. All right. Let's go.
Sponsor us, YouTube, please.
The world is watching Tennessee. Because what is happening here today
Not very loud.
is a farce of democracy. What is happening here today is a situation in which the jury has already publicly announced the verdict. Just yesterday, the House Speaker took to national news to condemn us and call for expulsion before any evidence was presented, before any trial happened. And so what we see today is just a spectacle. What we see today is a lynch mob assembled to not lynch me, but our democratic process. But it will not stand because no lie can live forever. Colleagues, the video you showed a few moments ago, I want to say thank you. Because it showed for the world the ridiculousness of the claims that what we were doing merit the ultimate punishment of expulsion. Mr. Speaker, I represent 78,000 people. And when I came to the well that day, I was not standing for myself, but I was standing for my constituents. And the thousands of Tennesseans gathered in this Capitol demanding that this body act. But most particularly, I was standing for those young people. Those young people, many of whom come from my district, many of whom can't even vote yet, many of whom are disenfranchised, but all of whom are terrified by the continued trend of mass shootings plaguing our state and plaguing this nation. And so that is why I walked up to the well. I walked up to the well because you were pushing my people back. We brought a megaphone because you cut our people off and you cut their representatives off from the microphone time after time after time after time after time again. And there comes a time where people get sick and tired of being sick and tired. And so, my colleagues, I say that what we did was act in our responsibility as legislators to serve and give voice to the grievances of people who have been silenced. Article 2, Section 27 says that any member of the House, any member of the Senate has a right to dissent from and protest against legislation that they know to be injurious to the people. The inaction of this body when it comes to the crisis of mass shootings is injurious to the people. The obedience of this body to special interest groups like the NRA is injurious to the people. The proliferation of guns that you promote in this state is injurious to the people. And so we had no other choice to get our dissent marked.
What the hell? Wrong one.
Shocked to get copies of articles that House Speaker Cameron Sexton went on national television to lie to the world and say that what happened in this well was an insurrection. What happened out in those halls was an insurrection. I was shocked to have the Speaker of the House condemn mothers and children and grandmothers and parents and concerned citizens, clergy, lie on them and say that they were violent insurrectionists. And I think that he owes the people of Tennessee an apology. Because at no point was there violence. At no point did we encourage violence. In fact, what we were doing was calling for the end of gun violence that is terrorizing our children day after day after day, and all we offer are moments of silence.
Snap. That boy snap.
Of being a representative of the people that I approached this well on last Thursday. Breaking a House rule, but exercising moral obedience to my constitutional responsibility to be a voice for my people, to be a voice for the Tennesseans who you choose not to listen to because of those NRA checks that are so hefty in your campaign funds.
Did you know that there's a simple combination of natural ingredients that will help you poop out pounds of old rotten waste in your colon within
the fuck?
There comes a time where people get sick and tired.
Yeah, that's a wild ass ad.
So I came as a representative to this well. And so today we are brought to here where members are responding in the most extreme measure, not because of what we did, but because by breaking the quorum, we broke the glass of your false power for the world to see. We broke the glass of this chamber that someone called sacred. One of the members on the other side of the aisle was in tears and said, "I've never seen such a breach of this sacred chamber." And I thought to myself, that representative has obviously never read history. Because is it in this chamber, if you walk around this Capitol, you'll see bullet holes when representatives got into conflict. You'll see duels take place on this House floor, debating whether people like me should be treated like equal citizens under law. This is not a temple. This is a place where we're supposed to wrestle for our democracy and wrestle ideas and give voice to 78,000 constituents each of us represents. But for so long, this body, drunk with power, has modeled for the world what we know as nothing less than authoritarianism. And today is the climax of that behavior. That a week after a mass shooting plagued our community, the most direct action this legislative body takes, or should I say my colleagues on the other side of the aisle are taking, is to expel us for speaking about the issues of weapons of war on our streets. We called for you all to ban assault weapons, and you respond with an assault on democracy. That is why the nation is watching you today. And I say to my colleagues on the other side of the aisle that no matter what you vote, you have the votes, but you will not be victorious because there are generations of young people who see what is going on. There are young people that as you try and beat us down, they are rising up to take back the state from the extreme forces that have sought to take away the democratic process, the deliberative process. On last Thursday, when thousands gathered here, tried to silence members from talking about the issue of gun violence because they were afraid that a conversation would remind people that there is complicity of this body in what happened at Covenant Elementary School. The truth be told, colleagues, Covenant Elementary School was not the first mass shooting in Nashville. I represent a part of Nashville. And one of my constituents, who I don't know is in this chamber, Miss Brooks, lost her son, Akila, in that mass shooting that occurred at the Waffle House in Antioch. And after that massacre, we demanded that this body act, but once again, you turned a blind eye and closed your ears and put your head in the sand and refused to listen to the voice of the people. Refused to listen to the voice of the people. And so once again, it was in that
You better tell them, J2.
Representative for people who have time after time after time in silence that I approached this well. And now this body who showed the video of what occurred, no violence, no death threats, but simply saying that until we have action, there will be no peace or safety in our communities. And how do my colleagues respond? They respond with the most extreme measure of expulsion, which has only taken place 3 times in this House. Only 3 times in over 200 years have there been members of the House of Representatives expelled. The first case was in 1866. 6 members were expelled for refusing to confer citizenship on formerly enslaved persons. Then in 1980, 1 member was expelled for taking a $1,000 bribe to kill a bill on committee. In 2016, 1 member who many of you served with was expelled for 22 counts of sexual harassment. And now what you're doing with this prejudged expulsion resolution is saying that our actions were on par and equivalent with those egregious, some would say criminal activities that occurred.
Snaps. J2 snap.
And you know what?
Where JP at?
That's not even the one that I wanted to play.
Mark Barden here.
He got way more into it, like crazy. But I'll see if I can find that one. This is Justin Pearson. It's not as long, but it's very impassioned.
Mr. Clerk, take the vote.
73, 23 nays.
Previous question prevails. Let the journal reflect Representative Terry's.
Speaker, I just want to ask a point of privilege. Speaker, point of personal privilege. Is it possible that Senator Ackberry could join us up here? Former State House Representative.
Yeah, she can come.
Thank you. Thank you. She's going to stand next to me. Leader Camper. Come on, Senator. All glory and honor to God, who makes all things possible, who takes the son of teenage parents Kimberly Owens Pearson and Jason C. Pearson and brings him to an institution built by enslaved people's hand. All glory and honor to God, who brings those who've been marginalized and excluded into this place and tells them that you still have a voice, that you still are somebody, and that the movement for love and justice cannot be stopped because we've still got a heartbeat, because we've still got a movement for love that needs us. We've still got people who are calling on us to act and to do something. To all you who still believe that the best days for democracy are ahead, for all of you who still believe that our better days in Tennessee are ahead, I want to tell you that I still believe with you. And how is it that even now, amidst persecution on this Holy Week, After my own brother, Justin Jones, Representative Jones, gets expelled from the House, is it that we still have hope and faith and belief in the democracy of Tennessee? Faith and hope in the belief in the democracy of the United States of America. How is it that you still have hope, you descendant of enslaved people? How is it that you still have hope? Well, it's because even from the bottom of slave ships, my people didn't quit. Even in cotton fields and rice fields, my people didn't quit. Even when they were whipped and chained and told they had no name, my people didn't quit. Even when they incarcerated us, locked us up for a crack cocaine epidemic created by President Ronald Reagan to fund a war in South America, my people didn't quit. Even when they defunded our schools, separated us and called us colored and white, even when they put us on lynching trees in the state of Tennessee, specifically in Shelby County, my people didn't quit. Even now, as our own brothers and sisters lay to rest because of the failure of people in positions of power to do something.
Yes, yes, damn it.
Refusing to pass just laws to end the epidemic of gun violence in the state of Tennessee, my people have yet to quit. And so even now, amidst this boat, amidst this persecution, I remember the good news. Hallelujah, Jesus. I remember that on Friday, the government decided that my Savior Jesus, a man that was innocent of all crimes except fighting for the poor, fighting for the marginalized, fighting for the LGBTQ community, fighting for those who are single mothers, fighting for those who are ostracized, fighting for those pushed to the periphery. My Savior, my Black Jesus, he was lynched by the government on Friday. And they thought that all hope had been lost. The outside, it rained and it thundered and everybody said everything was over, and it was some Black women who stood at the cross. It was some Black women who watched what the government did to that boy named Jesus.
He need an organ.
Witnesses, as you have been witnesses to what is happening in the anti-democratic state of Tennessee. They were witnesses to what was going on, and I got to tell you, it got quiet on Saturday. Yes, I think it was a sad day on Saturday. All hope seemed to be lost. Representatives were thrown out of the state house. Democracy seemed to be at its end. Seemed like the NRA and gun lobbyists might win. But that was good news for us. I don't know how long this Saturday in the state of Tennessee might last. But we have good news, folks. We've got good news that Sunday always comes. Resurrection is a promise, and it is a prophecy. It's a prophecy that came out of the cotton fields. It's a prophecy that came out of the lynching tree. It's a prophecy that still lives in each and every one of us in order to see the place that it ought to be in. So I've still got hope because I know we are still here and we will never quit.
Out of order.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't know much about these gentlemen before, but Jones, the first one, he went to school at Fisk. So I was just like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Fisk is in Nashville, I believe, you know, learn in your community, work in your community, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Pearson went to school in Maine. You know where Maine is on the map? You know what I'm saying? That boy sounds like a Baptist preacher from Mississippi. Okay?
Yeah.
He's like, he sounds
Where's
like
the organ?
The phrasing, but okay. Who's passing the collection plate now? Like that's
right.
Where we're at, you know.
Yep.
See, the video I wanted to find. The video I wanted to find that I couldn't find the first gentleman that spoke, Justin Jones. He went on to say, I dropped it into group chat. Actually, I did. Didn't I drop it and send to TikTok in the group chat? Hold on. Might be able to bring
was that the one that you wanted to? Yeah, I think you did put that in the group chat. But
yeah, hold on, because I even logged into TikTok. Like, let me find this shit.
Both of them they spoke very well, and this is a public lynching. That, my friends, is a public lynching. That is what that is. To squash and to totally squash or attempt to squash anyone who would try and come to their aid. That's what that is. So the counties are saying we're gonna withhold funding. Like, how can you get away with saying that in these times? That's an affront to the Constitution. Like what it was designed to do.
All right, I found it.
Craziness.
I found it. You guys ready for this shit? This is what I really wanted to start this segment off with. This is Justin Jones. I know I played a 10-minute clip of his speech, but that wasn't the whole speech. So we're going to give you the most damaging part of his speech towards his fellow colleagues that would go on to expel him a couple moments later. Check it out. Bring this up.
Let's talk about expulsion. For years, one of your colleagues who was committed child molester sat in this chamber. No expulsion. One member sits in this chamber who was found guilty of domestic violence. No expulsion. We had a former speaker sit in the chamber who is now under federal investigation. No expulsion. We have a still under federal investigation. No expulsion. We had a member pee in another member's chair in this chamber.
What the fuck?
Expulsion. In fact, they're in leadership.
He said pissed in his chair.
In the administration. So once again, what you're saying to us, if you're trying to put us on trial, I'll say what you're really putting on trial is the state of Tennessee. What you're really showing for the world is holding up a mirror to a state that's going back to some dark roots. The state the Ku Klux Klan was founded is now attempting another power grab by silencing the two youngest Black representatives and one of the only women, Democratic women in this body. That's what this is about. Let us be real today.
Fatality.
Killed they ass, boy.
Bro.
Okay.
Killed. He started listing. He was listing crimes that current people.
Like, what the fuck is going on in Tennessee?
That shit is wild.
And then he's like,
and they're okay with it.
Hunnis B, and y'all want to kick me out. That's why.
Hey, you know,
just talking with a bull.
He's in Tennessee. So we kind of knew some shit he was gonna say. You know, we're in Tennessee, so there's gonna be a domestic violence in there. You know,
sexual harassment.
Yeah, of course that's gonna be in there. But when he said there was a rep that pissed in another rep's chair, and that rep who did the peeing now works in the governor's administration.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? So yes. So like I said, Gloria Jackson did not get fucking expelled, and herself, they're like, the media was like, Miss Jackson, why didn't you get expelled? She's like, because of my color.
She made that very clear.
Yeah.
Very clear. She said it might have, she basically was like, it might have something to do with that.
See, now here's the thing. I don't think none of these Republican Tennessee reps
like her
knew what was going to happen. Because soon as these motherfuckers got expelled, Kamala Harris got on a fucking plane.
Oh yeah, I saw her speech.
Big mommy Cammy fucking went to Tennessee. Hey. So she went to Tennessee. So what was national attention? Because it was I didn't see I don't watch the news. I don't watch regular TV or anything.
I saw it on TikTok.
I seen it on TikTok. So boom, there's that. So and then of course I started doing all my reading into it and everything like that, and watching all the other videos and shit like that. But yeah, so now it's even more national. And like I said, Mr. Jones will get reinstated, reappointed by the Memphis Council or the Nashville Council, my bad. But they said they're going to pull funding, which whatever. You can't just pull funding automatically. You got to wait at least till next year. And guess what?
Yeah, because that's already in budget, but still.
I don't know. I don't know.
Still to threaten that is crazy though.
Yeah. I don't know Tennessee's election schedule, but it's an election year for something. May's fucking next month, and then November is in fucking 7 months. So guess what?
Yeah.
All those kids that were marching, that can vote are probably going to vote. Tennessee is going to have a record number of fucking young voter turnout in the history of the fucking state. So this ain't done. It's going to play out a little bit more because now it got to fucking Obama's tweeting about it.
It's about to get ugly for them. And
then you had that speech by Mr. Jones.
Yeah.
That's a once in a generation speech. That speech right there is kind of like Obama's speech at the DNC, his coming out party. That may have been Mr. Jones' coming out party.
Yeah, yeah.
Y'all really think that though? I don't know about that.
I think he's gonna make use of the opportunity. He would.
Yes. Where does it push him to? Because I still don't see it as
it takes him from being a rep to a state senator, the state senator to a governor to fucking Congress to running for president.
Senate, yeah.
But that would be tough for him to get governor in Tennessee, right?
But he can still be on the ballot.
You know what?
And then they represent them. Their districts are heavily.
When something like this happens, that changes.
It pushes it over.
Something.
I get it.
This incident could be that catalyst. You know, there's always something that spark. There's always a spark to the catalyst. Okay, this may have been that spark because it's everywhere. And when I said this was like political Christmas week for me this week, it was. Every day there was a new fucking present to open. And this was one of the presents. I'm glad they got expelled because them getting expelled brought the whole fucking situation to a greater fucking scale. We're not done hearing from these two guys. And they both speak funny as fuck. They both speak like they just got out of a time machine. Especially Mr. Pearson.
Like I said, Mr. Jones, ponytail, he was born in 95. You know, I was amazed by their youth. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
Geez, and good for them. You know, you want good people, you want good for them, you know, and for the next generation. Because some people in politics, they stay in their positions for so long until they phase out or die. You know what
especially in states like that, Tennessee, Kentucky, Georgia, Alabama, Arkansas, all those states, the good old boys, like they don't even got a campaign at all. Like we're so like it happened in East Chicago. Like Robert Pastrick was the mayor from 1972 until he got indicted in 2000s. So you get so used to voting for somebody, you see their name on the ballot, you vote for it. Just like that's the premise to the Eddie Murphy movie, Distinguished Gentleman, right? And same thing with the Chris Rock movie. So you're betting on the public just voting for the name they've always seen, and that's how it goes. But moving on from Tennessee, but still staying in cousin fucking land. Mitch McConnell might be out of fucking Kentucky. He had a nasty fall a couple months ago, and he's still not able to get back to work. And technically, the governor can reappoint another senator to take his spot because he cannot fulfill his duty that he was elected to do. It is Kentucky has a Democratic governor now, so he's real eager to probably replace McConnell, which who wouldn't be fucking happy to replace that turkey-necked fucking bastard. But I believe he has to replace him with another Republican. But that don't mean he can't replace him with a Republican that could switch parties after he gets into office, like happened, I believe, in North Carolina this past week.
What? I ain't hear about that.
So somebody that was elected in November decided to switch to being a Republican, and now that state is fucking majority lies in the Republican side.
Wow.
Mitch McConnell may be out. And now let's get to where I've wanted to get all week. The end of the American dollar. You guys are.
We're not doing no clearance topic. We're not doing no.
We'll get into that. We're gonna get into that till after after name that charge probably. So we get a break in this fucking monotonous fucking shit.
The end of the dollar.
I want to save the juicy shit for last. Now I told myself and everybody that I wasn't going to be a condescending asshole during this part of the show, but the more I read and the more I'm online and seeing you stupid motherfuckers not read fucking stories, like the headlines are clickbait. Whatever the headline says, that's not the truth. Read the fucking article, and after you read the article, Google the subject and read 4 more articles, and after you read those other 4 articles, fucking read some more articles. And all the shit that stand out in all those articles is the fucking truth. It's not that fucking hard to decipher, you fucking dumb fucks. Now check it out.
Shut the fuck up.
The U.S. dollar is not going anywhere. The BRICS nation, BRICS is a consortium of Brazil, Russia,
consortium is dope.
India, China, and now South Africa. My bad. So that's the
big ass countries. Big ass countries.
Have
the
came
motherfuckers
together,
big.
and they all kind of got a problem with us. Whatever. Everybody got a problem with America. Everybody got a problem with the motherfucking top spot. Like there's always haters. It don't matter. It don't matter if you're countries. It don't matter if you're a rapper. It don't matter if you're a fucking graphic designer. It don't matter if you're a fucking porn star. It don't matter if you're fucking a podcaster. It don't matter. You know, there's the top dog is always hated on, and America's been hated on since our inception. Since we decided, fuck you and this tea, we going out on our own. We've been hated. So here's what's going on. The BRICS countries want to replace the U.S. dollar as means in how they pay each other. So they're going to use the Chinese yuan, which is cool for them. Like if they want to trade in the yuan, go ahead. You guys could trade in it all you want. But when each one of those countries needs to get something else, they have to convert that to U.S. dollars. Brazil can't get any food imported from us with the yuan at all. So any countries besides those countries that they want to trade with, they need the dollar. So what they're going to do is they're going to end up losing money because it takes fucking 6 yuans to fucking a little over 6 yuans to equal $1, I think. Maybe it might be more now, depending on how Friday closed with trading. So it's not going to happen. Not only that, the yuan is devalued. China waters down its own currency. I don't know what their economical viewpoint of that is, but for some reason they do it. Okay. Not only that, but they're like, we're going to create our own currency. Okay. BRICS been around for 15 years. They said 13 years ago, they're going to create their own currency. 7 years ago, they said they're going to create their own currency. 3 years ago, they said they're going to create their own currency. It's never happened. Okay. At all. Saudi Arabia is thinking about joining BRICS. And then everybody freaked out. Oh, that's really going to be the end of the dollar. No, it's not. 90% of the fucking Saudi Arabia's holdings are in the US dollar.
Facts.
You know?
But another big ass country.
Yeah.
All the ones with like big ass borders and shit, they're all in bricks. Talking their shit.
Then, you know, then they're like, well, China owns the United States. No, it doesn't. China owns a very small part of our debt. Like, people think we own China a bunch of money. No, we don't. We own a very small debt, like compared to everybody else. But we own about 80% of America's debt. We owe to ourselves, to Americans that bought stocks and bonds in the country. That's where America's debt is. And America has never fucking defaulted on a debt payment, okay? And here's why the dollar's not going anywhere. We replaced the gold standard with the dollar in, I think, 1944, I believe. And we did that. We did that because our economy was worth more than the gold. Our economy, our GDP is almost $26 trillion. That's our GDP. China's next with 17. Japan's third with 6. So for to want to overtake the US dollar,
they have to combine with like Japan and a few other countries.
Japan's one of our biggest allies. That's not going to happen.
Right. But I'm saying though, like, to get the numbers,
actually,
you said we're at 26.
I'm glad you
17 and 6 is 23. They still need 3.
I'm glad you mentioned it. And their GDP is shrinking. China's GDP is shrinking, and you know why? Because
heroin.
No, their fucking country fucking stupid, bro. Like, they're fucking dumb, bro. Check it out.
They don't got Frank Lucas no more. When Frank Lucas was doing it.
They're China don't make anything, bro. China don't make anything in China. China is the assemblers of the world. Everything that gets made in China is just assembled in China with components that come from everywhere in the world. China could only fucking, because basically only 56 to 60% of their population can be fed by what they can grow and produce in China. Like, the other 40% is coming from America, Brazil, you know, places like that. Okay. And another reason why we see a lot of shortages of shit, Ukraine, before this war started, this Russia invaded Ukraine. Ukraine is one of the world's top producers of wheat. You know, so America picked that up a little bit, and guess who wants to buy a lot of wheat? China. Can China buy wheat in the yuan? No. So no matter what, you're gonna have, the BRICS would have to get like 15 other countries to join to create a currency that could even
be close
to rival the dollar, and then
you still couldn't get stuff from us without changing it anyway.
95% of all transactions made in the entire world every day are in the USD. Those 5% that are not are
a lot of it's euro.
Because the euro is only good in the European Union.
It's only good, but they do a lot of trading amongst each other, though. To the point where it builds the value of it.
Yeah, but only in the European Union. Like,
right.
If you're in Europe and you fucking go to fucking Bali, they're like, where's the dollar?
Where's the dollar?
Where's the dollar?
Can you give us some fucking dollars,
no matter
bro?
where you go, it's a dollar.
Because we need to go back to America and buy more shit.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna play a video, a TikTok video. The guy I'm gonna play, I'm gonna kind of give you his background. He is a subject matter expert. Okay, it's a real thing. Like, there's certain people around the world doing what they do, whatever their profession is, where they've done something at such a high level that they're a subject matter expert. Okay, just think about it as like Jordan being the GOAT. Okay, you know, every field has a subject matter expert, and he is a subject matter expert in the oil and gas industry. He's owned oil companies. He sat on the fucking board at major oil companies like Shell and Exxon and shit like that. So he's a big TikTok guy and shit like that. So he does really, really, really good. So I'm going to play this, and he's going to tell you why the dollar's not going anywhere. Okay, let me hold on. I didn't hit the share button. I'm like, why didn't it pop up? If you want to follow him, it's Mr. Global 2. But check it out. It talks about the yuan.
So this person wants to know what my thoughts are on the possibility of the yuan replacing the US dollar in the global oil trade. Well, my thoughts are it's not possible. Yeah. So who is pushing all of this propaganda about the demise of the US dollar? Well, it's Russia. And it's also people that are trying to get you to buy cryptocurrency and gold. Yeah. Most of the people spreading this information have some type of agenda. They're trying to make a buck off of your fear. Now, in China, buy oil with their currency? Absolutely. But you're talking about the global oil trade converting to the yuan. That's not going to happen. And then China buys oil or anything else from Saudi Arabia with their currency. What do you think Saudi Arabia does with that currency? They immediately transfer it to US dollars. Yes. Let's just keep a couple of things in mind here. About 90% of Saudi Arabia's holdings are in US dollars. 90%. Let's also think about how much debt that the United States has that China holds. Yeah. Now, I'm not sure how much it is, and I'm not going to look it up because, frankly, I don't give a shit. But it's somewhere between $1 and $2 trillion. What do you think happens to that debt if they destroy the dollar? Anyone? Now, I've taken a few days away from TikTok because I always do when things get kind of crazy. Whenever big things happen in this country, all of the stupid people come out in mass. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, who gives a fuck about Donald Trump being indicted? Why do people want to talk about that? Who cares? And
so yeah, it's for the
yeah, buddy from your cell though. I fuck with him though.
Yeah, for the US dollar to get completely fucking devalued, it's not going to happen in my generation. It's not going to happen in the kids' generation. It's not going to happen in their kids' generation. It don't matter who comes together because we have a $26 trillion fucking GDP. And even if you took California has the 5th biggest GDP in the world, bro, just as a state. And that's and America is still number 1, even if you took California all the way from America.
Damn, yeah.
So the dollar, even without America, the dollar's still strong just from California.
Now,
yeah, so we owe fucking China about $2 trillion in debt, which it sounds like a lot, but whatever. It's not like it's ever gonna get paid off.
That's what I was about to say. They ain't gonna do shit but keep pushing that shit off. Fuck you, Chinese.
We do. We
ain't shit, bro.
Yeah. So it's fucking whatever. But Bianca took off. She'll fucking whatever she. Oh, she said she'll be right back. So yeah, maybe she'll be back before. But we're gonna take a break from all this shit as I fucking look up the shit so we could play one of our favorite games in this motherfucker. As soon as I fucking find the shit. But yeah, it'll take there's a lot more details to go into it. I might do an episode, not another political podcast to break it down for you more. But the yuan is not replacing the dollar. The dollar is not going to be devalued. It's the reserve currency of the world. You know, over 95% of all countries do their daily transactions with the US dollar, even if they have their own currency.
Which a lot of them, most of them do.
Yeah,
they still change that shit into the dollar.
Exactly. If fucking Italy wants to pay fucking India for something, they pay in dollars. If India wants to pay Greece for something, they pay in dollars. If Greece wants to pay fucking Japan for something, they pay in dollars. Nobody's like, hey, I want to pay in the Chinese yuan, and it's going to cost me 6 times the money. What the fuck? What even like? It's frustrating how stupid people are when the right information is so easy to find. And another reason that I get pissed off with shit like this is because this is what I went to school for. You know, I went to school. I spent fucking thousands upon thousands upon thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Got my political science degree. I'm a political science, so that's why I'm passionate about this shit. Okay, Bianca, go you. So it's, and people like think it's a joke because they don't take the proper steps to read about what's going on. They're like, hey, I seen this on fucking Say Cheese or the Daily Loud or like what? Like you guys are fucking stupid. Or it's a bunch of people that fucking barely fucking graduated high school telling you that the dollar's gonna go. So these motherfuckers don't even got a real bank account. Gonna try to tell you how the shit's good. No, that's not how it works, man. Like
one of the prepaid cards.
Yeah, like you guys can't even get a rental car.
A rush card. Yeah, I got a rush card.
I don't even want to hear you. You can't even get a fucking rental car. Shut up.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. It's fucking retarded, bro. And it's not.
Yeah, no, I heard some people saying that shit though, but I wasn't paying attention. So I'm like, boy, yo, that sound about dumb as hell.
Yeah, I'll read through it and I'll be like, really? Like this is. And I haven't said shit all week, bro. I just been chilling. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna chill. I'm not even gonna get into this. I don't even want to fucking. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to fucking, because it's just gonna be nothing but a straight back and forth, and them not making any sense. Because once you prove your point, they move the fucking goalpost even further.
Yeah, I ain't paying attention to that shit. I ain't arguing with nobody on the internet no more.
You can sit there and give them fucking perfect fucking, like, here's the facts right in your fucking face, and they're like, well, you know what? Well, what you know? Well, you know what? No, there's no well used. This is what happened. This is what happened. I'm just looking for the mugshots right now, but fucking the page ain't up, so I'm waiting for going to we're doing Porter County tonight. We're gonna see we might not know, buddy. Ooh, let's do LaPorte County. That might be interesting. Is that one gonna come up? Okay, let's do LaPorte County. It's just gonna be a bunch of fucking white people, bro. Holy shit.
Right. Maybe some Mexicans or something, but
well, this dude looked like he went through it. Hold on, I gotta fucking make this bigger here. We'll be able to see. Let's see what this. Okay, you guys know how we do. We're all about segments on here, and we do all types of cool shit, and we like talking shit. So we're about to talk some shit. So hope you guys are ready, because this is your favorite, my favorite, Rome's favorite, your baby mama's favorite. Name that charge. Spencer, what did you
Whoa
do? He looked like he looked like he started in the Hood Hangover movie, because it looked like he had a hell of a night. And he don't even look like he's that mad that he's where he's at.
I think she got on the floor. She can't find her room. I think you'll leave that, right?
Yeah, that's right here.
Okay.
Bro looked like an extra from Edward Scissorhands. Also the little Fu Manchu is it's giving bank robber.
He looked like one of the baby mamas from Baby Kids had a sex change.
Wow. Also kind of giving me some Cheech and Chong vibes too.
It's giving me some. It might be a parole violation vibes.
Yeah, facts. You ain't never lied.
Spencer Wiggins
owns a Harley Davidson.
He don't give me no fucking no age. Damn, you gotta scroll down too far to get to age. So we just gotta be like, okay, Spencer, Why are you out there fucking around in LaPorte County? You know better.
He's
than
my
that.
age. He's definitely 38, looking like that.
Yeah. He looking like that, bro. You don't look nothing like that, bro. Even after a rough night, you don't look that.
She had in the room, didn't she?
No, but she had 2 bags. It was like another bag. I thought she rolled up.
Looking like that, one or two things that just stands out. OWI or our favorite, cocaine. But you know me, I'm gonna have to go with the old trusty dusty fucking OWI. What you thinking there?
Cocaine. I'm gonna go with cocaine.
All right, Spencer. Let's see what Spencer allegedly did. OWI. Well, what the hell was that?
Look like he got look like he hid somewhere too though.
Well,
you know what he did.
Oh man.
Fuck the animal.
Fuck it. He took it straight there. He fucked an animal. Man, he definitely looked like he just like his drug related. What's his name? Alan Best. What best for you would have been just to stay home, motherfucker, because look at where you're at now. And LaPorte County don't play around. They put the motherfucking jail shirts on you right away. We be looking at Lake County motherfuckers. They still be in their street clothes and shit. These motherfuckers, like, you get processed. They're like, hey, they give you the nail soap, fucking spray you down. Be like, put this shirt on. We're about to take your picture, you criminal. It looked like Travis Tritt got arrested for destroying Bud Light cans at a grocery store. Buck.
Persecutor of the Jews.
He looks like you know in Avengers when Thor got fat.
Yeah, that's a good one. A good one. Hey, I ain't gonna lie though, he looked like he could grow some good ass weed though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, he does. He also looked like, but I wasn't done. He looked like the Jesus version of Thor. He came back for Easter.
Nah, man, he ain't you know, Jesus is supposed to be like kind of handsome, like a fat ass.
Hey, if white Jesus,
hey, if white rock band or some shit.
Hey, if white Jesus lived in LaPorte, what do you think he would look like?
Accurate.
Okay.
He probably has those big ass cargo pants. He has the wallet that's attached to the chain.
Okay.
He definitely owns either a bow and arrow, a crossbow, or a sword.
He definitely got a pickup truck with some rust on it.
Yes. Probably cuts grass for like big ass, like he probably got the rig that got the riding lawnmower in the back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and that's what he do.
Definitely.
That's what he do to get his spare money though. That or milk cows.
Okay. Or fucks them.
Or fucks them.
I really want to, like, a guy like this screams DUI, and they always do. But it really, he looks very serious, like he's mad that he can't finish the bag of cocaine that he got arrested with. But it is LaPorte, so it might be fucking possession of a hypodermic needle and syringe.
And his name is Alan
with 2 L's. All in.
You know what? I want to go. Damn, he looked like a murdering ass motherfucker though, dog.
Bro.
And I really want to say murder. That's what I'm gonna go with, dog.
Confinement. He looks like he might have confined somebody.
Yeah, that too. A kidnapping. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with battery. Some type of battery. He beat somebody up. That or possession. Let's see what Allen did.
OWI, that's really what it is, though.
OWI.
I don't even take that. He looked like one of the white boys that would destroy a case of Old Style.
Well,
why are we out here shooting that shit while we're drinking Old Style?
We have a celebrity appearance tonight, guys. The fucking Crypt Keeper is here.
Yo, if Weird Science was a person.
Bro, what the fuck? I don't... Bro, imagine that being your grandma. Imagine your mom telling you had to go to your grandma's house for the weekend, and that's where you had to go, to that scary lady.
Been trying there, but she might have like hella candy though. She like one of them old ass ladies that got hella candy though.
Yeah, she has to, so she could kidnap you and throw you in the basement.
Like the witch that kidnap kids and they turn them into trolls or some weird ass shit.
Yeah, some weird shit. The fuck? She got scary.
Cobblestone wall in front of her crib.
You know what's fucked up? If I scroll down, bro, and after we get to her charge and underneath her charge, if it says that this bitch is like 38, nigga, because drugs are
38 is fucked up. If
drugs,
it says
drugs are a motherfucker.
If it says 45, I wouldn't be too surprised because she's white, but that's bad also. Because she looks like she's 80.
I want to go with OWI, but drug possession kind of screams at me. But I'm going to go with OWI and her age being 41.
41 is rough. It's the hair for me.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I really want to say possession too, though.
Could this be a man?
Whoa. Well, the name is Rose.
Transgender?
Yeah, I mean, it may be possible. It may. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll table that. Rose. I really don't want to say OWI. I'm pretty sure that's what it was though. But let's go with I was trying to think of something funny. Schedule 2 drug.
All right, let's see, Rose. Possession of methamphetamine, age 49. Okay, she's older.
She looks 80.
She looks old as fuck, bro. She looks really old.
Damn, meth is in schedule 2, is it? It's schedule 1, huh?
Yeah. Well, Shaquille. Look at him. Shaquille might have squealed because he looked like he worried about getting out. Bro, look at his eyebrows done extra nicely. His eyebrows are very well manicured. It even looks like he got that fucking white enhancement chalk above it too.
Well, I don't like that. His hair doesn't seem to be like well manicured, or maybe he skipped out on the barber a couple weeks or something. That should look crazy.
It looked like his eyebrows might be tattooed on. They look like the same color black as the face tattoos.
Yeah, it definitely could though. Shit,
bro, look at his lineup, bro. Look how his lineup goes all the way like back here. What the hell?
Yeah, he might have it like a little fade to it.
Yeah, it might, or his head might be fucking crooked or some shit. Man, when you see what somebody with some bad face tattoos, automatically that hurts.
Mexican Kano. Mexican Kano.
Man,
they got a new Street Fighter game coming out, you know.
Yeah. You know. I kind of want to say domestic violence.
I'm gonna say intimidation.
Let's see what Shy Quill did. Shit. Or allegedly. Failure to return to lawful detention. This motherfucker was on weekends and didn't come back or some shit.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Stay with his bitch too long.
Man, let's see. This is Laporte don't arrest a lot of people.
No, they don't.
He looked like he tried to fuck kids and animals.
I don't like how short his chin is and how long his neck is. Also looks like he could have been a villain in the 1950s, 60s Batman.
Okay.
I hate the lines in his forehead. That shit is crazy.
I want to say OWI, but he looks low key like he could have did something really sinister.
He's a pretty flush face though. I'm gonna go with OWI as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with OWI. Let's see. Jeffrey Clancy. Yeah. Theft, felony.
Oh, okay. Cat burglary. You kind of got cat burglar vibes.
Well, who is this little school shooter looking motherfucker?
I'm Ryan. I play in a band.
Definitely an emo band too, bro.
Yeah. Retarded MGK.
I mean, that's MGK himself, but yeah, I guess he could have a junior. Man, I don't want to say OWI for him because he's so young. He looked like he may have stole something or threatened to blow up a school or
I don't know why he seems like the kid who rides a mountain bike to school still.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. He looked like the kid that experiments on animals.
Facts. Burn ants. Weird ass kid.
Yeah,
motherfucker go swimming in like dirty ass shit, go dumpster diving. Like, bro.
Let's see. Man.
Manslaughter.
Ooh, okay. I want to go with I'm gonna go with possession.
Ooh, that was a good one. Yeah.
Let's see. All right, Evan.
He got the base. He got
rape!
The base. Oh
shit.
Damn. It's definitely the vibes now, though. Now that you know, you like, yeah. Yeah, like he was raping motherfuckers.
Now I'm looking like, how did we not
get that
one?
one?
A rapist.
Bianca would have been on it.
Let's just go through a couple of these. Look at this guy. The guy with the neck beards, you always got to fucking be worried about. So, possession of methamphetamine, unlawful possession of a syringe, auto theft. Damn, this motherfucker was out fucking. He had a lit ass guy. He's like, fuck it, shit. Right. You didn't hurt anybody, nigga. Live it up, bro. Shit.
That shit was lit. He thought he was on Cops. That's what he was doing.
Oh,
he was doing all types of shit at once.
Hey, she looked like she knew she knew she was doing something wrong and she just got caught. That's what that looked like.
They kicked in the door on her. She
had shit. Auto theft and fraud. Damn, she out there bad. I wonder if she was with old dude. Oh shit. Failure. Damn, they arrested him for failure to appear. What did you do? You didn't appear from.
He mad as hell. He gotta be at work in the morning.
Yeah. Dealing in a narcotic drug. Damn, unlawful possession of a firearm by a serious violent felon.
Look at Don Trejo.
Big Mike over there fucking shit up. Holy shit. Katrina. Hey, she didn't show up for court. So when they did go when she got in trouble for domestic battery, aggravated battery by means of a deadly weapon. And she had a failure to appear warrant on top of that. What is she? You know what? She looked like she the type to pull up and stab somebody. So Domestic. Hey, I can see it. She pulled up on the domestic because her man was with another bitch. She beat him up. Then she pistol with that bitch. That's where the aggravated battery comes in, and the battery by means of a deadly weapon. You do not cross past go, and you do not collect $200. You go straight to jail, Miss Roberts. Holy shit, you have to fuck shit up.
Shorty look like she could throw fireballs.
Miranda, why didn't you failure to appear?
Failure to appear.
Laporte's like, we coming to get you. Oh, he's sad looking. Operating a vehicle as a habitual traffic offender. Hey, you can't be driving around in a small area and keep getting pulled over, and they know that you ain't supposed to be driving, and you keep driving. The hell?
I feel him though, because you got to get where you got to get, man. Shit.
Yep. And Marlon Gladney, intimidation. He looked like he gonna intimidate some chick.
That nigga look like he played basketball good.
He looked like he used to play basketball good, but he didn't get into a good college, and so that he didn't go nowhere. And then now he's intimidating people. Hey, shit. Whatever.
He looked like he could play defense good.
They'll find out. Yo, this has been named that charge. All right. Justice Clarence Thomas. Fucking. We've talked about him before on the show. We called him Uncle Tom numerous times. We called him a fucking idiot. You know, we call him
also Bianca's grandfather.
Also Bianca's grandfather. Not really, but so
kind of.
There's two reporters for this for that write for ProPublica. It's a nonpartisan news outlet. It's a lot of like investigative journalism and stuff like that. So two writers decided to look in like the vacation habits of the Supreme Court justices. Just they weren't looking for anything in particular. They're just like, yeah, let's see how these people fucking vacation. And boy, do they find something. They published a paper or an article, an investigation earlier this week that showed that Justice Clarence Thomas, Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas, should I add, for the better part of over 20 years, has been accepting lavish vacations from a billionaire, ultra-conservative donor who just so happens to collect Nazi artifacts and has one of the few fucking Hitler books that has Hitler's autograph in it. Yeah, you heard that right. Now, while judges could get gifts, you know, they could get taken out for a dinner, stuff like that. Each one of these trips over the last 20 years, each one, mind you, has been in the ballpark of around $500,000 more in total value. Like, Claire ain't booking American Airlines fucking flight and flying to some fucking island in the Bahamas. He's getting on a fucking big ass plane owned by this billionaire, and he's going
motherfucking private jet
going to a private island. And like I said, each one of these vacations is about, $500,000 or so, use of the jet, stuff like that. And this has been happening over 20 years. You have to report this stuff. Clarence has reported one time in 1997. One time. Let me see if I could pull up Gil Gorsh. He's one of the other Supreme Court justices. I'm looking for the news article because they for an example of how a justice usually discloses the gifts. Kind of I'll show you, but gift. disclosure. See if they got it. Okay, check it out. I'm gonna bring this up. Oh, what? Of course I gotta fucking register to read a fucking thing. Hold on now. I gotta register. I don't have a preference. Select later. Done. Just let me read this fucking article. Okay, check it out, guys. We're gonna bring this up here. So like I said, you as the Supreme Court justice, you have to fucking disclose your gifts. And not only is this guy a billionaire fucking ultra conservative donor, companies that he has owned or owns has fucking petitioned the court for things and to look at fucking cases. Okay. So since 2004, he has only reported receiving only 2 gifts. Okay. And every year he's going on some lavish fucking vacation. Let's check it out. Blah, blah, blah. December, Los Angeles Times. Sorry, Peter, Mark, Attorney Part Thomas. Yes. Years ago. Okay. He reported 2 gifts. He has undergone scrutiny this week, in part because if it wasn't for his wife, he probably wouldn't even be in this mess. Virginia Ginny Thomas is his wife, and she's under the radar or under the microscope right now, and on the radar under Department of Justice, because there was a guy in the room with Trump during January 6th that Ginny was fucking texting, like, let's fucking take over the country, crazy shit. And it's just all documented. They got the text fucking threads and everything. That's why when we were talking about Trump earlier, that's why I said these 34 indictments that Trump has right now, these are the least of his worries. So the guy's name is Harlan Crow, okay? He is hosting the justice on his private jet, his private yacht, and his private retreat in the mountains, okay? He did not report most of Crow's gifts on the disclosure forms, the same kind of forms that he used to report gifts before 2004. In a statement, Thomas was like, "Hey, it's he's one of my friends, so I didn't think I had to." But when you are sitting on a panel of judges that is being petitioned by companies that are owned by the guy that's taking you on these trips, yes, you have to disclose it, okay?
Absolutely. We need to know your conflict of interest.
Yes. So Mr. fucking Dumbfuck Thomas went ahead and he fucking released a statement. He said, early in my tenure at the court, I sought guidance from my colleagues and others in the judiciary, and was advised that this sort of personal hospitality from close personal friends who did not have business before the court was not reportable, which is at one time Mr. Crow might not have had business, him personally might not have had business, but companies he had interest in has petitioned the court or been a part of lobbying groups that petitioned the court. So federal judges may not accept gifts from anyone with business before the court, and they must report all gifts worth more than $415.
Oh, yeah, he should have knew that. From your billionaire friend, bro.
Yeah. So now the federal court's policy-making body at the judicial conference last month quietly adopted new rules requiring justices to provide a fuller accounting of free trips, meals, and other gifts they accept from corporations or other organizations. Basically for more transparency and shit like that that's going on all over the country, and even in states like that. One of the 2 gifts that Thomas has reported receiving since 2004 came from Crow, a bronze bust of Frederick Douglass, valued at $6,484.12. The other gift was an award for Yale Law School, where Thomas went to school, that included a glass medallion and a brass plaque valued at $530. Over the past 5 years, 7 of the 11 justices who filed annual disclosures said they had not received gifts. Thomas was one of them. So,
Are they kicking him out?
well, he could be impeached. Senator Dick Durbin, who's a senator from Illinois, and he is the head of the Senate Judiciary Committee, and they're gonna launch an investigation, and if need be, they will start proceedings to impeach Justice Thomas. So I'm looking. Okay, boom. Check it out. Here's things that other justices have done. Okay, fucking Sonia Sotomayor and Ruth Bader Ginsburg reported giving prize money from charity from organizations that honored them to charity. So prize money that they got from organizations that they donated to charity, they still reported they got. Chief Justice John Roberts disclosed that he received an inscribed football helmet worth $579 from Mississippi federal judges in 2017. And Neil Gorsh, who I was just talking about, was he reported when he received a $700 pair of cowboy boots, a $500 fishing rod, and a $1,000 watercolor painting from another federal judge in 2018. So whether it's different if me and Rome and a bunch of other people all decide to get together and go to fucking Miami, we buy our ticket, we fly. It'd be different if I was a judge. One of Rome's companies would petition the court for something, and I'm taking Rome all over the fucking country, or Rome's taking me all over the country, and I don't got to pay for anything. It's a gift. So it's gonna get looked into a little deeper, especially since how it was uncovered. It's crazy, but that's how shit like this is uncovered. Like it's like a secretive fucking expose that's like, hey, look at this shit. We weren't even looking for anything like this, but look what we actually found. It happens all the fucking time. It's crazy.
Which to the degree, I mean, he's high ranking. Dude is an appointed Supreme Court justice. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's in on the inner circle thing. So they of course he probably was able to, you know what I'm saying, get it handled with some kind of care.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you are a Supreme Court justice, dog, and you doing fucked up shit. You said, we ain't even look into this. How did this happen? The bipartisan news group. Ain't that some shit?
Yeah, so it's it's an old fucking white man, of course, Harlan Crow, like,
he sound like he filthy rich. Harlan Crow is his name.
Yeah,
that's just crazy.
Yeah. I dropped that shit in the group chat the other day where it had, check it out. So Clarence Thomas has got on Harlan Crow's private jet and flown to Texas for another fucking judge to be sworn in.
Yeah, correct.
Never reported it. But during this investigation, they found that fucking Crow's fucking plane left Washington, D.C. and went to Texas the same time that fucking Clarence Thomas went. And guess where Harlan Crow lives? Texas. Made all his money in Texas.
He might be able to slide on that one because I can kind of see where you being my friend and getting me to a particular judiciary event. You know what I'm sayyou
That's business. You can't do it.
It might be able to. He might be able to get it to slide. I don't know. But.
Nope, not at all. You got to report it, and you can't accept a gift while doing business at all, whatsoever. Because the Supreme Court would pay for that.
Right.
The government would pay for that shit. So don't know why the fuck he did it or whatever happened. So
he probably wanted to cheat on his wife on the plane.
Yeah, real estate. He got it. He did it. He got everything done in real estate, like in Houston. So that's not it's the vacations that they take don't add up to the $285,000 a year that fucking Clarence Thomas makes. So we'll see what I mean. If he gets impeached, it's able to get another fucking neutral or more left leaning justice on the Supreme Court. Because right now they're outnumbered by conservatives. That's why Roe versus Wade was repealed and all that shit. So, and then this old fogey ass in other news this week. Shit, I forgot about this shit. I'm glad I fucking remembered. Holy shit, where's my little graphic? Haven't done this shit for a while. In other news this week, some fucking old fogey fucking dumbass Texas drug decided to fucking outlaw a FDA approved abortion pill that's been around for over 20 years. Woke up, they said, no more. What the fuck is happening in the fucking country? I have the people saying now we're too inclusive because there's gay people on TV, there's transgenders on a fucking Bud Light can, there's fucking rainbows on a fucking Coors bottle. Grow the fuck up, bro. Like it's not you know what? It's not a homophobia. It's not a transphobia. You're fucking racist, bro. It's what it is. And it's usually some fucking old fogey or fucking middle class white male that feels that his sexuality is fucking in danger because there's gay people on TV, but it's only the gay males that is pushing the gay agenda on America. They're cool with watching two lesbian bitches on Pornhub fucking scissor and fucking eat each other out.
Oh, yeah. I like that too.
Yeah, but
I don't blame them for liking that.
So, from the shit happening in Tennessee to the Bud Light fucking the men crying about the Bud Light shit, to the whole fucking Senate as a whole, well, the whole half of the Senate, the Republicans changed over to 7. I've said it on White Devils. I said it not another political podcast. I've said it here. The number one threat to America is the middle class white male.
That's interesting.
We could crunch numbers. Everything from serial killers to school shooters, the fucking old men in fucking government positions not allowing the country to grow as it should. It's one common thread, one common factor, the common denominator. Oh, let me rephrase that. Sorry. White nationalist men. Because they're just closet nationalists. And there was a severe uprising in them. Like they've always been here. They're just really quiet about it. You know, they feel that they've been given
work on the police force.
Yeah. I mean, they've been given the they feel they've been giving the soapbox to preach and to accomplish their missions now when Trump was elected in 2016. So ever since then, they've came out of the closet, so to speak. They were always there, and you always got that one friend, you know, you're just racist, and you know it. You just kind of push it. You might be gay too, but you're trying to suppress it. You know, you're really trying to suppress it, but you don't gotta want to let black people to be racist.
I ain't gonna lie. That character in oh my god, Ozark. Ruth and what was her brother?
Her cousin? Yeah, I forget his cousin name.
Yeah, her cousin's father.
Oh, okay,
yeah. You know, he just like a old backwoods out on the Ozark white guy, but repressed and he was gay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, and they're just so
Definitely be that.
frustrated. These men are so frustrated because they're suppressing their homosexual fucking fantasies, and they're just mad that they don't know how to express it, and it's being shoved in their face. Like, I can't take this anymore. But it's you know, it's inclusion. You know, with whatever your fucking race, ethnicity, fucking sexual preference. You know, it's
and I'm just not that bothered by it, man. Like,
yeah,
I don't get being a straight guy and just.
Everybody deserves to be included.
Yeah,
you know?
everybody. What buddy say on Hustle and Flow? Everybody deserves the right to contribute a verse, man.
Yeah, you know. So
let the gay people cook a little bit, man. Shit.
Until you start getting sexually harassed by gay men, then what's it bother to you? You know, like
I've been sexually harassed by gay men. It's unpleasant. It's unpleasant. You want to fight? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Bianca's not here, but we're gonna do it anyway because she sent them in. So let's go. 5 random questions with Bianca Tate, where Bianca's usually here. She asks us 5 random questions, and we give you all our answers. But we're gonna do it too, and this is fucking funny. Okay, question number 1: Are you a Republican or a Democrat?
I'm probably more of an independent than anything.
Yeah, I'm a left of center Democrat. No matter my party affiliation, I've always voted for the best possible candidate. Like in the 2000 election, I didn't think Al Gore was ready to be a president, even though that who we should have got. But I voted for Bush twice. I didn't like who the Democrats had for a second time, so whatever, But being from
John Kerry,
yeah, John Kerry. Being from where I'm from, where it's a predominantly Democratic county, I don't think there are any Republicans held office anywhere in Lake County for anything in fucking ever. But they've always been the party for the people for the last 50 years or so, 60 years now. Their ideologies and their long-term goals for the country are more in line with my views too than Republican or conservative Republican are. So while I'm very pro second choice or Second Amendment, I do think we need changes. We need expanded background checks. If you got a history of mental fucking illness, you do not need to own a fucking gun. It shouldn't be so easy to go get this fucking gun and go shoot up a school at all. There definitely should be red flag laws, and they should definitely be expanded. While like I went to school after I got my political science degree, I continued in school and I really dived deep, and fucking studied constitutional law, the ins and outs of it. Okay. And even the founding fathers who wrote this fucking thing thought it should be replaced like every 5 to 7 years. So, and the way the country was then and the way the country is now is different. But yes, we should have the right to bear arms, but there still needs to be some floodgates to catch shit, so to speak. Because there's no reason why we should have fucking kids getting killed in fucking science class while they're trying to learn about the periodic table elements or some shit.
Because of some crazy mother.
Like that's like church and school is where kids are supposed to be. Well, your kid's supposed to be safe at.
Safe.
But we've learned with fucking public schools and the Catholic Church that is not right at all. So.
Oh my.
Yeah, that's it. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 2. If you were to get rich, if you were to get rich, are you investing in your hometown? You investing in Gary, Rome? I would. I would definitely invest. Now where to start with the investment? That's going to be the hardest part. Like where, especially if you're talking about Gary, like where would you want to like even start? Because there's so much of the city that needs to be invested in. So, but I would definitely do it, and I think I have a plan of where I would start with it too. Question number 2, Rome, is if you were to get rich, are you investing in your hometown?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I said thing. I would love to, especially being
absolutely. There's a lot of things that could be invested in.
That's what I was
around
saying
here in Gary. There's plenty.
The hardest.
There are a lot of things. Go ahead.
The hardest part would be figuring out what to invest in because the city needs so much to rebound. But where I would probably start, like no bullshit, I would probably start with fucking putting a real grocery store in the city.
That's a good one. I don't know why I was just talking with somebody about this recently.
I would do that, and I would I would figure out some type of investing and bringing some type of business here. We have to create jobs in the city for anybody to want to stay there, anybody to want to come there. Okay. Jobs will bring people, especially if you give them some incentives to buy into city. And once they bring the people are going to need places to shop at. Like if you live in Gary, like you got to go to Portage, you got to go to Maryville, you got to go to Hammond if you want to go to a real grocery store. You know, so I mean,
that is a major drawback of Gary.
Yeah,
I mean, and yet it's still port side. So there's things that we should be able to do using the lake.
Yep.
There's a lot of still very valuable real estate that is right along the lake that is extremely profitable. Like I might start by being a black owned owner, you know what I'm saying, coming in and buying up as much of that as possible and doing Airbnbs off of that. But I think most importantly is I probably would just get into the real estate of things because I feel like Gary, it will rebound. It's gonna get gentrified. It just depends on who are the people that are gonna make the money off of the Gary rebound. Are they gonna be older Gary residents, or you know what I'm saying, black people that benefit of it, or is it gonna be white corporations and other business owners that come in, gobble up the city and make a killing off of it? What's it gonna be? So I definitely would, though. I would definitely invest in Gary. There's so many things about it that are still very valuable. They're very valuable. It just needs it needs a kickstart. It needs people. It needs a kickstart, and it needs an infrastructure of people who actually can see the vision and get it done. Drawing
it's something that the city could be proud of, and not a fucking casino.
Yes, and we need we're gonna need people who are really charismatic and will be able to draw in big time people who have the same type of vision as that can come and help and build it up. That's what it's gonna take.
Yep, basically. And let's see what's next. We got question number 3. My dumbass fucking exited out the motherfucking shit. I'm like, I don't need this tab open anymore. What the fuck I need this tab open for? Question number 3 is your favorite Easter memory.
Favorite Easter memory, Favorite Easter memory. My favorites all revolve around the first church I ever attended. It was my grandmother's church. It was right off 5th Avenue. It was on like 4th and Hamlin. Mount Horeb Missionary Baptist Church. So just being there young, and on Easter you get to dress up nice, you know what I'm saying? You get your little Easter speech, you go up there, do that. Even back then we did an Easter egg hunt after church in the front, you know what I'm saying, yard area, and all the kids, and actually around the back too, all of the kids were a part of it, and it was just just those are good memories. So yeah.
Yeah, I have to go back to growing up. We went to my Aunt Sue's house. Always did Easter egg hunt in her backyard. Like we'd be all at separate places, and then we'd come to Aunt Sue's house at the end of the day, and all the cousins be in the backyard looking for everything, all the eggs and shit like that. North Hammond, it was in North Hammond where she lived. Question number 4 is, what's your longest celibacy streak? I don't know, probably from when I was born to when I was 15.
Yeah, but is celibacy still characterized by the time that you had to have had sex first in order to be celibate, right?
No. Tim Tebow was celibate until he got married.
So you're celibate.
Until you have sex.
Until you have sex. Okay.
Yeah. Technically,
I thought the first part was just classified as like virginity, and then once you lost your virginity, then any point after that would be a celibacy streak.
But when they explain it, they say, I'm a virgin, but I'm staying celibate until I find the right one and get married.
Okay, that makes sense. You're right.
So you got to ask that question a little more technically, Bianca. But if we take from virginity on,
right.
Shit.
Till I first hit some pussy, so I was like 13, 12, 13. But after that,
that's what I'm trying to tell. After that, probably when I first moved to Vegas. I moved there in August.
No, that's a good one.
November of 2001 to about 6.5, 7 months.
Okay, so almost a year. So after high school, I went to Bible college.
Yeah.
So I had a girlfriend. We ended up like kind of ending shit because I was gonna be going off to school or whatever. So I hit her before I left. Went to Bible college and didn't sleep with any women in the Bible college.
You didn't even soak?
No, I didn't. I was very close a few times, and there was a lot of people there that was fucking, and we knew. But I didn't, and it was I snuck into the girls' dorm because of course they had them separate, but they were right next door to each other. Definitely snuck in the girls' dorm a couple of times. I ain't gonna say who it was with either, but did not. So I think it wasn't until maybe like a couple of months after the school year was over when I had came back home before I started fucking with old girl that I was fucking with before. So that was close to a year. It was like sometime in the summer. It was probably like 9 months. If we think to maybe, let's see, it would have been like late August, early September to June. How long was that? Like 10 months? I don't know. Yeah, that was the longest. Ever since then, no more dry dick.
Yeah, mine was. I moved in Vegas August to 2001. I came back home for my 21st birthday because I didn't know nobody in Vegas. I ain't spending my 21st birthday with my mom and my aunt. The fuck?
Right.
So I flew back home, fucked around with my ex for my birthday and shit like that. Then flew back, and then I met some chick in fucking like beginning of April, and she made me wait till like fucking like middle of fucking May. So it was like 6.5 months.
Damn.
And then I got it, and I was like, this wasn't worth waiting all that shit.
Right.
That's what I waited for?
Right. On the real. It definitely be like that.
Hey, bitch was just laying there like a dead fish.
You'd be like
are
probably
you
was
alive?
talking.
I feel like I'm fucking a dead girl.
Yeah, probably was talking shit before too. Yeah, you're gonna love Mike. Shut up. Shut up.
But yeah, it was about 6.5 months. Let's go. Question number 5. Oh, she's going there. How soon do you give it up? First night, bitch. Shit. It's called a motherfucking test drive.
So
no, I don't do that no more. I can't be doing that no more because we all know what happens. Then they all get all crazy and shit.
Stalk you.
But that's our fault because we're down with giving out 100% of the USDA dick.
Great day. A1.
And then we're like, this bitch won't leave us alone.
Like, why did I do that? But okay, so I am generally it's probably closer to like 90. No, it's probably like 90% of the time. 90% of the time, I'm not giving you none on the first time, and I'm gonna be even more adamant about it the more you try.
Yeah, I got there's things that I got in my advanced age. There's things there's a checklist I got to go through first. So the first time we hang out, I want to see. Usually, I like a movie date because I want to see if we're gonna be able to sit and watch something together, or if you're just gonna fucking try to talk my ear off. And I want to see if you got the attention span to watch a movie, or if you're gonna be on your phone in the theater. If we go to a movie and you on your phone, fuck you. You might have to Uber home. I take my movie watching experience is a blessed event, and don't ruin it with your fucking right phone. So I spent a bunch of money for this shit. This shit is expensive, girl. But
you ain't lying.
I like a movie and a dinner type thing, see how they are socially, shit like that. And then I usually after that I want them to pick the next date. I want to see what they do, and then and all this time I'm trying to gain my intel. How many baby daddies she got? Like, she got one baby daddy. Is he fucking crazy? Do I got to worry about him fucking jumping in my inbox? Or, these are tips and tricks that I've picked up and added to my repertoire over the years, So now it's more of a vetting process, do a little background check. You got, how what you got a bunch of, you like to pop pills and get pulled over or some shit, you like to fucking, like
felonies. Have you stabbed any of your exes?
Yeah, you ever lost custody of your kids? Like, what's going on?
Are you DUI prone? Are you like Shorty from 40-Year-Old Virgin? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
now that I'm like, when I was younger, I didn't care. I'm like, fuck it. I'm about to fuck the hell out of this bitch. And I'll deal with the bullshit later. Now, I don't got no time in my day for the bullshit. So kind of had to start vetting a little bit better.
You got to vet better.
Vet better.
You gotta vet better. I actually was talking about this with some of my guys in another group chat that I'm in. That's basically like the fantasy football group chat. But we're such good friends that like it just continues throughout the year. And I was talking about it. I was like, yeah, man, I gotta vet. And it just, this is gonna sound crazy too, but there has to be more purpose to fucking than just to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's done with more intention and attention. You know what I'm saying? I've gotten better at that, because I remember when I was young, I wasn't really paying attention to, you know what I'm saying, what she was doing. I was, you know what I'm saying, trying to do my thing. But as it goes along, you just try and get better at all of those things. You know what I'm saying? Definitely the vetting process though, because I probably could have avoided much more heartache and catastrophe in my life if I had decided to do a little bit more digging than I decided to do before I got with somebody. So
I gotta slow down, because what I do is, or what I used to do is be like, answer the DMs. Damn it. But but it's now it's not but it's different now, because the first date might be, just because you're going out for the first time, you might have been corresponding for a minute. You might be on FaceTime
for a long time, right? You know what I'm saying? So you could be very familiar with someone.
You might have had cyber sex or some shit, you know?
Right. You know what I'm saying?
FaceTime love.
For sure. I forget. So, I was talking about that too. I was like dating now is, things are a little bit different, because we'll have connections with people before we actually do meet them. You know what I'm saying? That even goes beyond dating. That goes to like, we in the music industry, we could have had tons of correspondence with people, you know what I'm saying, through DMs or knowing or seeing a post because you're friends with them before you finally meet them at whatever show. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to remember oh my God, who was that? And it was fucking Cortez. SPT had never met Keisha Cautious before.
What?
Dead ass, bro. Like,
that's crazy.
Their first time meeting each other was that Bug show that was just this year.
Okay.
So that was the first time, like, they've known about each other for a long time and just never crossed paths, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes that's just how it happens. But they may have, I don't know if they been on the same chat or, you know what I'm saying, same live. I don't know. That probably has happened a bunch of times.
Probably.
So, kind of just is what it is. But yeah, definitely vetting better. FaceTime your shorty, you know what I'm saying? See where they at in that, but
see what you look like without all your makeup on, so I don't get scared in the morning.
Right.
There's a bunch of
facts.
Shit. But thank you, Bianca. That was 5 random questions. Oh man, there's 2 episodes of Snowfall left, and I don't know how they're gonna wrap everything up in 2 episodes, and it's giving me crazy fucking anxiety.
That's crazy. Yeah, I gotta get back on.
Bro, life hasn't been giving me anxiety lately. I've kind of worked through that, because I know all of September, all of October, all of November, my anxiety was like a fucking public health crisis. So but fucking recently I've been cool. I've been cool. I'm working on a lot of shit, keeping my mind busy and fresh and all that shit. And I went and seen John Wick 4 when it came out, right?
Yes.
Like,
great movie.
You seen it? You seen it?
Yes.
Okay, you're gonna know what I'm talking about then. At the end of the movie, when he got to go up all 220 stairs,
222,
and he keeps on fucking getting knocked down, bro. Every time he got knocked down, my anxiety fucking flared up, and every time he got closer, my anxiety flared up. I'm like, I'm looking at my watch like he got to fucking get up there.
Right.
Like I was so into the movie, like I'm thinking I'm in it, like bro, like let's go, bro. But yeah, my anxiety was crazy.
Yeah, that shit was nuts. I'm interested to see if they take the John Wick franchise in other directions, because that type of cinematography is just great, man.
Yeah.
The whole scene where he was fighting in the in the little ring with all the cars and stuff like that, shit was
we're
nuts,
getting
man.
we're getting 2 spin-offs for sure. We're getting Ballerina.
You said 2? Okay.
Yeah, we're getting Ballerina with the Ballerina dancing bitch.
Okay.
And we're gonna get one called the Continental, which is fucking dude from the Continental, like in his earlier back in the day, fucking building the Continental up and shit like that.
Okay.
Now, John Wick opened almost to $100 million that weekend. They're not gonna let him be done, even though we know how it ended.
Yeah.
He'll be back.
Okay.
Definitely. They're not gonna let that money go away, especially when fucking Keanu loves making the fucking movies.
Bro,
So
it's a spectacle.
It might be some flashback shit to right before he left.
Right.
A story about him getting out or something like that,
or an origin story or something like that. Okay.
But we definitely haven't seen the last of John Wick because it just makes so much fucking money.
Bro, it's a spectacle, and
to me, each movie got better.
They've progressively gotten better. It's amazing.
From the time the movie started to the time it fucking ended, it was just nonstop action, bro. I was like, they need to fucking calm down for a second.
Hey, listen, and it was like great acting all the way around.
Yeah, yes.
There's this palpable tension that sits in every scene. The dynamic is just all the way through. It was good. It was very good. I'm proud of them. The action scenes, while some of them are a bit over the top, it makes sense in the grand scheme of things. And again, the cinematography is absolutely beautiful.
Yep. But it was like I was getting tired, like physically. I'm like, man, can we get some dialogue? Can they
no dialogue?
Story? Like shit. Keanu had fucking rewrote a lot of his dialogue throughout the whole movie. He only says 400 words.
Yeah, he didn't say much at all. Lawrence Fishburne might have had more dialogue. He was only in I think it was 2 scenes.
Yeah, he definitely had a lot of dialogue though. But it was a good movie. It was a good movie. You know what I seen? I went and seen yesterday. I went and seen Air yesterday.
Okay, was good.
Yeah, bro, it was real good. It was real good. Like I like watching movies. You know, Ben Affleck is a fucking terrific director, bro. He's a real
He's really good.
Really good.
When he gets Matt Damon and stuff, it's always really good.
Yeah. So not only does he direct it, he also plays Phil Knight, you know, the founder of Nike, and he plays it with perfection. I don't know if you ever seen a picture of Phil Knight, but bro, he plays it to fucking perfection. It's fucking hilarious how he does it. And then Matt Damon plays Sonny Vaccaro. Sonny Vaccaro is a legend in the basketball world. He's the one who fucking had the original idea for like a high school basketball all-star game, you know? And he took it to all these companies and tried to get investors, and all the companies told him no. And then the next year, all these companies did it anyway. He was very instrumental in getting the O'Bannon brothers when they sued the NCAA and won the case. He's the reason that fucking college players could fucking profit off their likeness.
Yep.
So, but he's worked for Nike. And for those watching that don't know what the movie is about, it's called Air. It's about Sonny Vaccaro signing Michael Jordan to Nike. It's a good movie. Matt Damon plays Sonny Vaccaro very well. Fucking Jason Bateman, from fucking Ozark, fucking plays Strasser, who was revolutionized fucking marketing for fucking shoes. Chris Tucker plays Howard White, the only black guy that worked in Nike's basketball division, that fucking who now runs the Jordan brand. And him and Chris Tucker are actually friends in real life. So when Ben fucking hit him up to do the movie, he's like, yeah, and I know the guy. Like, he's actually one of my good friends type shit. So they approached Michael Jordan about it. How do you feel about this? He's like, cool. I only got one thing. You got to cast Viola Davis as my mom. That's the only thing Jordan wanted.
That's dope.
But it's one of those movies where it's about Jordan, but Jordan isn't in the movie. Like,
he's in the movie, right?
There's an actor that plays him, but you never see his face. I think you only hear his voice like once or twice. But the way the movie's done, the way it's shot, it's dope. It's a real good movie. It reminds you that every movie don't have to be a franchise or a blockbuster to tell a good story. Okay, so it was a very good story. I want to go see the summer season is about to start up, and there's about to be all types of shit dropping. So
yeah, there was a lot of dope previews that I caught, including who I went with was really impressed by Beast Wars.
Okay.
So the Transformers, and there was a few other previews. It looked like it's gonna be a really good summer season. Most of those previews were like June, July, August. So we're tuned in.
Sunday Dinner episode 96 is in the books. Thanks for joining us for this extended fucking version where I just told you guys were fucking idiots. Oh, and before we leave, Bob Lee didn't found Cash App. He's not the CEO of Cash App. He developed Cash App for Square Incorporated. It belongs to Square. He left the company, went to another company where he's been working for like 3-4 years. So no, he didn't get killed because the government about to release an app called FedNow. And in a real quick fucking segment, FedNow is just like Zelle, except you could do more. I think only fucking 300 banks across the whole USA fucking participate in Zelle. So FedNow is going to be so you could participate in almost all banks and credit unions, send money back and forth instantaneously 24/7, and you don't have to use it. It's not like like here you have to use this app. You don't have to use it. Bob Lee didn't get killed because of it. You guys are fucking idiots, and we'll fucking talk to you guys next week.